able maybe to float one to the big men who've come in. There's the little floater, and it's got in there. Well, look who scored. Terry Butcher puts the rest of the world into the lead. It's a lovely feeling about this game, and I hope you're enjoying it at home, as Lerby now takes it up. Into the path of Stilica. And now Felix Magath. Don't think Rossi will get to it. He does! Goals are few and far between for Paolo Rossi these days, but that was an absolute beauty. Now Falcao. Caligiuri, still an amateur, college boy. But the Americans were pleased to see him in the side. He's battling away there. And did very well and found Maradona. The little chip coming in. Cabañas tried to get there. Dasaev tried to get there. And forced goal by Cabañas. Magath. A little touch there for the South Korean Park. But they lose out again, and here's Maradona. You always have the feeling that the stage is waiting there for him to finish. Cabañas, pushed out, and it's there! And it looks as though we might have penalties. And the stage truly was waiting for Maradona.
Monroe jousting again with Mickey Weir. That's one for Cowan to chase with Butcher. Cowan sending it across. The chance is now on for PD. 1-0 to Hibs. Stuart Peaty's first for his new club, and the Hibs supporters have gone wild. Superbly done. Equaliser for Rangers. Durant goes in for the high ball, it breaks for Kirkwood. McCoist having to go back to help in defence. This is Irvin. There's a chance, and it's Steve Cowan for Hibs. To Hibs. And the celebrations begin among the men wearing the green and white favours.
Not knowing where it was, but Heath did, and a goal! Cooper can only sit on the Wembley turf and reflect that really he had no chance. Who says they were just pipped in the championship race as well by Liverpool. There's still plenty of football to be played. Dalglish on the far side, played in for Ranch! Plenty of football to be played indeed, and Liverpool have saved themselves again.
There's outswinger. There's McCoist. 26 minutes gone, Rangers go ahead, and Ibrox comes alive. Guinness through the middle is McCoist. He's onside. A great chance for Rangers. Brilliantly taken. Sheer striking genius from Ali McCoist. 8 minutes from half-time. 2-0 to Rangers. Eamon Bannon. Gallagher picks it up. And that's one back for Dundee United. Confusion in the Rangers defence, and Kevin Gallagher brings back the deficit to 1. Still the crowd inside Ibrox very quiet suddenly. They enjoyed much of the match earlier on, but there's Redford now. Gallagher! Equaliser for Dundee United. Sheer joy for Kevin Gallagher. And the Rangers crowd is stunned. Well, Sturrock is back on his feet and he may indeed take the free kick. Shot from Sturrock to Bannon. Bannon flights it in. A touch from Redford. And Ian Redford on his return to Ibrox has snatched what surely must be the winner for Dundee United.
Quinn. That worked out for him. Ricks. Robson. And Davis reacted quickly. Nicholas! Charlie is the darling of the North Bank again. A nice little tap in for him to open his account.
Bowlby. Now Rush is free. Bailey's challenging him. Here goes Rush. And Ian Rush scores for Liverpool. 4 minutes gone and the ace goal scorer is back in the groove again. Beardsley trying to create something out of very little. Now Rush turning away from Clark. Rush again. Can Rush score? And Ian Rush shows just how it's done. He's had two chances really, and he's taken both of them.
Peter Weir. There's McLeish. The header from Joe Miller, and Aberdeen are in front. The 24th minute of the match, and the contingent of Aberdeen fans behind Bonner's goal celebrate a marvellous set-piece goal. So Dunn has lined up his wall, a huge one at that. McStay, McClare and McLeod all involved in the rehearsed move. There's McLeod. Deflection. And Celtic are back on level terms. Put away immediately by Fulton, only as far as Sandy Jordan. There's Whittaker. Now Mackay. Good positive play again from Mackay. Mackay once again. The header from Clark. 1-0 to Hawks. 24 minutes gone. Fulton put on the pressure by Robertson. Here's Cahoon. Now Mackay, Ian Jordan with a chance for Hearts. There's the second. Rough beaten at his right-hand post. John Cahoon now with the corner. Levine charging in with a chance. John Robertson. And the irony for Hibs, who thought they were back in the match a moment ago, they're now 3 goals behind. There's Cocky. He's an accurate cross. There's McBride. A marvellous strike by Joe McBride.
Cooper. With Durrant with a chance, and he's done it. A brilliant goal by Durrant. Superbly struck, brilliantly laid on by Davy Cooper. And if ever a team deserved a lead, it's Rangers.
Venus left it, McAllister. That's a very good goal. Scored by Gary McAllister. Not a dissimilar position, but here's Osman this time, and it's gone in. 2-0 to Leicester. With 20 minutes to go, the shot was struck by Russell Osman. And that sort of pass is an invitation to Liverpool to do something late in the day. Ronnie Whelan. Dalglish. That's a superb goal, and you just can't give Liverpool anything.
Good play by McStay on a night like this. Celtic want a lot out of Paul McStay. No room for any blushing violets in midfield tonight. Brilliantly taken down by Miller. Well, that's an inviting ball, it must be, yes! Corner it was. Willie McStay. Aiken comes forward, so does Shepherd. That's brilliant play by Celtic. McStay must be, he's done it! The equaliser. If ever a team deserved it at that stage was Celtic, as Will Johnston puts them back into this game.
And now Stewart, who, as we know from old, likes to blast the back of the net. And succeeds again. West Ham in the lead, 1-0. Lawrenson. Hit deep, Beglin leaping for this one and getting it down. Stewart away, only as far as Ronnie Whelan. And a great goal! West Ham appealing to a linesman for an offside. Dalglish. MacDonald playing it in. Pike getting it away this time, and Dickens. And a mistake there that lets Craig Johnston in, and Liverpool go into the lead. A bad mistake in the West Ham defence. Paris put under pressure. I would think they might well try and push it away right to somebody like Mark Ward, or who's on the right of that wall. Gale playing it there for Stewart. Driven straight at MacDonald, but it's still in and around there. And it's in! And it's Cottee! And West Ham are level. Tricking Pike. And again. Well, West Ham have got plenty back. Denison. McMahon. Going round Orr. Bringing in Beglin. Dalglish is darting forward. And it's gone in. It was deflected, but Dalglish will say that's mine. And Liverpool go into the lead again, and there was little that Parks could do about it. Liverpool leading 3-2. West Ham giving it away again to Rush. What a brilliant shot! And that's 4-2, and that's vintage Ian Rush. And again a mistake in that West Ham defence on the far side. Coming towards the point. The time is being added on. As Kenny Dalglish goes looking for goal number 5. And another one! Well, just like his earlier one.
So, 3 minutes gone, and here is Wellsville himself. 1-0. Emphatic penalty kick. Oh, not as quick as he would like to be now. Boris Malpas going right at this defence. Neatly put to the side by Coyne, looking for a bit of support. Brilliant goal, yes. Well taken by Bannon. Beautifully judged.
Now Mitchell. The long ball intended for Joe Miller. It almost fell kindly for him. The chance is on, and Billy Stark sends it home. to give Aberdeen the lead. Here's Hamilton. And the equaliser from Paul Lambert. The perfect reply from St Mirren inside 60 seconds. Jim Leighton is disconsolate.
It's Fredriksson, the captain. Oh, and Johnny Ekstrom's running on. Well, that's a fine finish. And that's why there are so many European clubs watching Johnny Ekstrom very closely indeed.
Everton went unbeaten for 7 games at the start of the new season, here winning 2-1 away to Wimbledon.
And the chance for Sheedy! They're looking for Wise again, and it might have an important bearing on this match, how well Power does against Wise. And here's Cork! It's in! It's Alan Cork's goal, and Wimbledon are level. And wherever he's played for Wimbledon Football Club, in whatever division, he's kept up a remarkable goals tally. Everton grateful to relieve a spell of Wimbledon pressure, with a chance here perhaps to regain the lead. Sheedy and Sharp! They take that chance.
One of McLeod to take this. Up goes a big figure of McGugan, and it's in there. I think it was McClair who got it. Both McClair and Mo Johnson went for that. It's a gift. 2-0. Paul McStay. That's a poor show. And Gallagher didn't like it either. Yes, Sturrock. Milne, good move by United, and there's a goal. Ian Ferguson. An excellent move by United then, much more like themselves, 20 minutes gone. To Beaumont. To McGuinness. There's a neat touch to Sturrock. Just a bit too much on that. Here's Ralph Milne, there's no offside. Can he put it away? He can't. It's in now. The equaliser. Gallagher. 2 each. And thoroughly deserved by United. We've had so much possession of this game in the second half.
Benny Black again. Irvin's header out. Here's Whittaker. Kidd beating the offside trap. A chance again for Hearts. And the ball's got in. Sandy Clark. Superb opening goal for Hearts. As Walter Kidd setting up for Sandy Clark, leaving Jim Leighton with no chance at all.
Davy Cooper then with the corner for Rangers. Deep towards Terry Butcher, got the header in! And it's there by Fleck. Well, a hat-trick on Saturday, and Butcher's header set it up for him tonight. Cooper again with the corner, Durant lurking at the back. Cooper again, and again the keeper saves it. Durant trying to make something of it, and it's in there! Well, Fleck has done it again, and right on half-time, Rangers have got the second goal they wanted. Cooper. Oh, it looked as though there was no way through there, but he found a way through magnificently. Cooper played it in for Fleck. That's his hat-trick. 3-0 for Rangers. The crowd delighted by that. tactics, and it didn't work as Fraser now plays it in early. And it's another goal, this time by McCoist. 4-0.
So we can expect a very determined start. There's Sandy Clark. Wayne Foster, 1-0 to Hearts. And what a dramatic start. Inside the opening minute of the match. Rada will take the throw. Fiala now in the sort of position, but coming forward to Lincoln attack, and there's a very neat turn indeed, and a chance for Dukla, and they snatch one back. Riga setting it up for Pitzel, and that is undoubtedly a savage blow for Peter Rada. The header out was by Levine. Milan Luhovi leaves it to Urban. Rada flights it in again. There's the chance now for Dukla. And the second goal goes in, and it's Kluski who gets it. Ian Jardine fighting it across. Up goes Clark with Kostelnik. The goal's been given. Sandy Clark gets the goal. The Czech defenders go wild. They think there was a foul at Kostelnik, but Sandy Clark is making his way back. Levine showing his composure on the ball, despite the very determined running of the Dukla front two. Sandy Clark again. There's the chance for Hearts, and Foster leaves it to John Robertson. Hearts are in front. John Robertson back on the goal standard. McCluskey. Away from White. Stopped by Burns. Now Johnston. Away from Fulton. Ortolano's challenge, but still Johnston has possession. Here's Paul McStay. A perfect finish. 8 minutes on the clock. The combination of Johnston and McStay is irresistible for Celtic. It's a good pass from McBride. Collins made the run. McBride once again. All the promising stuff from Hibs comes from the left side of the field. Here's McCluskey. Collins going forward. The referee allowed advantage. Here's Beattie. There's the equaliser. 10 minutes from half time. Stuart Beattie makes it 1 each. And that was down to some excellent refereeing from Kevin O'Donnell. Aiken. Willie McStay. McLeod. That's for McClare. Back to McLeod. Now Willie McStay. Aiken. Hunter gets hit the ball. Willie McClare. And Celtic are ahead. 8 minutes into the second half. Alan Rock left with no chance at all. Here's Burns. Paul McStay. An awkward one. Brian McClare. 3-1 to Celtic. And that is a goal which Alan Ross will not be keen to see too many times. Paul McStay preferring the short one again to Mother McLeod. That's a great cross. And a perfect header from McInally. 28 minutes into the second half. And a textbook header from Alan McInally. Just introduced to the play. Clare going up with Chisholm. There's McInally again with space to attack Gordon Hunter. McClare didn't reach it. Johnston did. No offside flag. And it's 5-1 to Celtic.
Good header by Sharp. Power. Good cross. Sharp. Hit the bar and in. Graham Sharp strikes for Everton. And what a superb move. McGrath and Moran have made their way forward on our side of the field. Stapleton's in there, it's going to come to Robson. Oh, through a crowd of players and in! Manchester United have equalised to the surprise of Bobby Mims. Sharp, Watson's in there, Sheedy, goal! Everton are back in front in stoppage time at the end of the first half because Manchester United couldn't clear the corner. Here's Robson, Stapleton's hovering away from the far post, but there are 5 blue shirts in front of him. That was Sharp. And here's Sharp against Moran, and he's put Langley through. Heath's coming inside to join him. There's Heath. Oh, that's a superb goal. That's a terrific finish from Adrian Heath. And it just about finishes off Manchester United.
I think he should be tucking himself further back off Archdeacon if he's going to be caught like that. Out of a cloud. Stay. Kennedy, and there's a beautiful goal by McClair. So typical, breaking the deadlock. Really playing well now, Manabu. White is still in play, although that was very slow by the fullback again, Wishart. He really has to part with the ball quicker. He had players on the left of him, and now Mo Johnson. There's a brilliant ball. Aiken goes in. Can he make it? He's done it. A brilliant goal. No wonder Johnson wants to embrace him. This is Brian Wright. Well touched away now. Cormac stay. There's no offside this time. Surely it's a goal. Yes, it is. Walker. Oh, dear. 2-1. Now Gagan. Looks towards that far side. There's a touch. It's a goal. It's the equaliser. Would you believe it? Paul Smith with only 2 minutes remaining. Well, did I say a portion of the praise should go to them?
A buzz of anticipation as Davy Cooper takes possession for Rangers. McMinn testing the pace of Beaumont. McCoist! Opportunism at its very best. Ali McCoist at the near post, and Rangers go ahead with 18 minutes on the clock. Well pass. Gallagher. Hasn't got much change out of Monroe tonight. Now Cooper. Monroe forward looking for McMinn. He's away from Hegarty. Simply stopped by Ted McMinn. Rangers 2 ahead after being under the collar for the 12 minutes of the second half. No lapses of concentration in midfield defensively. Butcher hitting the ball wide, but there's Sturrock. And Ian Ferguson throws the lifeline to Dundee United. And how he enjoyed that, I'm sure.
I thought that Roy Aitken might have gone forward for this himself, but he remains on the halfway line. All the others are in for this. Oliver Clark with it, and it's in. Mo Johnston. 1-0 with 8 minutes of the game remaining.
Souness back to Butcher. There's McMinn. Still Ted McMinn. There's Souness. It's over the line. The goal's been given. A superb goal from Graham Souness. I wonder if Jim Bett might become involved in this set piece. Weir flighting it across, too high for Dodds. Cooper's missed kick, but McCoist has it for Rangers. Here's Fleck on his right. Fleck is onside, the chance to clinch it for Rangers. McCoist makes it 2, and Aberdeen are incensed that there was no offside flag. 10 minutes from time, Aberdeen players surrounding the linesman. Archie Knox is out on the touchline as well. Archie Knox being escorted back to the dugout. Referee Jim Duncan coming across. And the referee will be taking some action here. Willie Miller incensed that there was no flag up. John Love from Gurrahill was the near side linesman.
Fred Gotland, the Scottish centre-back. Aim towards Dixon, jumping with Kevin Moran. Towards Pat Nevin, just ducked in with a header. Moran's header again. And Dixon coming through.
And a goal! A great start for Chelsea. And a terrible blow for Manchester United. And just as he did last April here, Kerry Dixon getting his name on the score sheet.
Oh yes, they're playing coolly now, the French. Refusing to be pressurised. Playing it in little triangles. And getting almost cornered. Well, that goes a begging. Nobody went for it. Terrible misuse of the ball inside. The run forward by Sturrock. It's Sturrock for United. The goalkeeper is out. Here is Ralph Milman. A chance, he's done it. Yes. 1-0 for United. Sturrock. Bannon. Here's McInally, there's no onside. Milne. Must be the chance it is. Coyne. 2-0 for United. That to a certain extent after 14 minutes.
Steve Massey to score as he did in Malta a fortnight ago. And he has no problem at all. Massey losing out to Navarro. Conroy. No offside. Chance for Massey. Steals in the middle. Good touch to Steele. Can he control and score the second goal of the game for Wrexham? Massey towards Steele. And Navarro is slow. Chance for Horn to touch it inside to Massey, and that's goal number 3. Came from nowhere. Steele. Good flick for Horn, and a good save by Pace, but all is there at the second attempt. And that's the goal that took so long coming in the second half for Wrexham.
Whelan, some space away on the left for Mulby. Referee signalling that Fashanu can come back onto the field. But there are problems at the other end at the moment for Wimbledon. McMahon to Mulby. And he's there! And Liverpool in the lead. Gage battling away. Whelan comes away with it though. Plenty of Liverpool players forward. That was a good ball played by Rush from McMahon. And Rush is on the break as well. That's played into the path of Ian Rush. And he never fails with that sort of chance. The arms go up again for the 14th time this season for Ian Rush. And Liverpool go 2 into the lead. A magnificent breakaway in the true Liverpool tradition. Gathers. Good to go. Hodges. Fair weather. Blocked, but he might get another go. Wise is in there too. And a deflection. And Hodges might turn it back yet. And Fairweather in there. And Wimbledon have scored. There's a time added on. It's the last fling really for Wimbledon now. And those cagey Liverpool Warriors look like getting the better of them. Rush is through! The final decisive shot. And it's all up with Wimbledon now. Rush's second goal.
Clark almost there. There's a shot and brilliantly it's in. Neil Benny. 1-0 for Hearts. 17 minutes gone. Coist to Durant to Cooper. Cooper for Rangers. Beautiful performance by Cooper, and it's in. It's a goal, the equaliser. Brilliant run by Cooper. I think it may have gone straight in, or McFarlane got the touch, but in 3 minutes Rangers have equalised.
Stay covering every blade of grass here to try to take control of the match for Celtic. Finding it very difficult indeed. There's Willie McStay, now McInally. Second chance for McInally. Shepherd. Johnston. That's the breakthrough. 5 minutes into the second half. Mo Johnston. McInally's header. With a chance on now for Tony Shepherd, but McClare took it away from him. There's McInally. Another fine deep cross. Murdo McLeod's there. So's McClare. Superbly taken by Brian McClare.
So it's the Tour Brigade, Rugby, Dixon, Wicks, and Dixon. Well, I'm not sure, as he gets the congratulations, whether there was a shove on him as the ball arrived. Frazier boots it away. Cannon was late, unfortunately made no contact on McAllister. Nevin, Dixon, lovely goal. That certainly is Dixon's. Chelsea now in front on aggregate. Dixon, and on the break it's McNaught, and he's got the speed and strength to get away from Hood. Faced by Leaning, McAllister has an open goal, McAllister scores, and Chelsea really are in the driving seat now.
fall for Birtles.
And crossed in again. And there, Butler! Forest ahead. Well, they contained the little man for 90 minutes down at Brighton. And indeed for the opening 36 minutes of this game, and he hardly had a look in.
Forest still leading by that solitary Franz Carr goal. Finding Mills, making some good breaks in the midfield now in the second half. Gary Mills. Deflection. It comes for Campbell. It comes for Carr again. Number 2. Brighton so unlucky again, except that it was a well thought out Forest move. And Pearce then against the emergency goalkeeper Steve Gatting. It's 3-0. No mistake about that one.
Following his experience though to guide Hearts forward, make certain at least they don't lose the match. Good ball from McLeod. Here's McClear. Some running space for him. Jordan comes across. McClear going all the way. There's Johnston. Oh, Johnston gets the opener. 18 minutes into the second. Brian McClear has missed his only effort in normal time this season against Falkirk. McClear against Smith. 2-0 to Celtic. And McClear certainly enjoyed that, and so do these Celtic fans.
Sheedy. It's in there. There's the equaliser. Well, they certainly would have had plenty of warning, Charlton, because Sheedy's reputation from that sort of free kick is so well known. And the Everton fans now chiding the Charlton fans that the visitors have now got back on level terms. Looks like it'll be the process as before. Stephen and Harper. And Sheedy! It's there again! It was deflected, but it's in. And Everton are back on terms. Well, it was exactly the same free kick.
Clifford in the shade. Watch it! Flat. Oh, McPherson. McPherson got the final touch. 1-0 for Rangers, exactly 13 minutes gone. Ferguson. To Butcher. Thinking very carefully, Butcher, every time when he wants to place it. Cooper. McCoist driving in, wants to lay it back. It must be yes. Robert Flack. 2-0. 14 minutes of the second half gone. I heard Terry Butcher saying that it's not he who's holding the Rangers defence together, giving credit to the youngster beside him, now Dougie Bell. McCoist, he's onside, there's the cross, and the flag in with it, Durant. Foul! 3-0. It had to come.
Good head from Dodds. Here's Hewitt. Brilliantly struck, and Aberdeen are ahead. 22 minutes of the first half gone, and the striking partnership of Dodds and Hewitt pays off in style for Aberdeen. Robertson. There's Hewitt. Marvellous goal from Hewitt. 25 minutes into the second half, and John Hewitt lifts Pittodrie once again.
So Hoddle can try now from the other side, changing the angle here. Watson's in, Butcher's there, and Lineker's also there. And Gary Lineker puts England ahead after 33 minutes. Hodge, that's a nice break. Good save by Hughes. Beardsley, deflection, and driven in by Chris Waddle. Unlucky Phil Hughes, good early save, but Waddle took the opportunity when it was offered, and England are 2 up. There are 10 minutes left here. England lead 2-0, and Glenn Hoddle is in there again. And there goes Lineker. That's a lovely effort, and a fine goal, beautifully taken. And the Beardsley-Lineker combination works again.
Mitchell. There's a header by Weir, there's shoot with a chance. And there's Alan Rock, must be a goal corner, I guess. 1-0 for Aberdeen. 23 minutes of the first half gone. That was Robertson up. Oh, it's a dangerous one, and there's a chance. Leighton Donaldson. Midway through the second half, it's 1 each.
It's a corner. Oh, goes free, it's in. A goal by Yevtushenko. 17 minutes gone in the Celtic defence. Really stood and watched that coming right past them. Russians are, as I said here, with an amazing reputation. Danny Walker said he was the finest club performance he's ever seen when they beat Atletico Madrid in the Cup Winners' Cup final. There's a free touch, it's in, no! Yes! Boris Johnson, the equaliser for Celtic. Exactly 10 minutes remaining, and that reputation has been slightly punctured.
Black's challenge. Berry helps it on to Foster. Cahoon. And a marvellous goal from John Cahoon. Well, that was one to savour. Midway through the first half. And John Clark has lots of time on the edge of his own box. But again, defending the high ball towards Sturrock. The header out, though, gives McInally a chance to find Redford. That's for Ian Ferguson. It's missed by Whittaker, but not by Sturrock. Right out of the blue. United are back on level terms. And it's down to Paul Sturrock's finishing power. So Gary Mackay scored for Hearts last week against Hamilton Accies. Had the chance once again. So Mackay against Thompson. 2-1 to Hearts. 18 minutes into the second half. No question mark about this penalty kick. Willie McDonald's header. Here's Malpass. Sturrock is onside. If he can turn quickly enough, a chance for United. And Sturrock has done it. A repeat of the first half. Right in the closing minutes. Paul Sturrock gets the equaliser.
Well, here are United then with a free kick.
And it's there! And it's Stapleton!
And United have made the breakthrough.
McCarthy in there with a header! And he's equalised! 1-1! Absolutely incredible! And so there's no treatment for him. Back he comes into the game. And Cammy Fraser is there. Butcher's there. Durant is there and scores. Durant has scored for Rangers. 1-0 with exactly 17 minutes gone. Durant trying to go in, and now Aiken. Edison, a brilliant equaliser. McClair. Superb strike by McClair. So, a vital moment in this game. I make it 5.5 minutes remaining of the Skol Cup final. Penalty to Rangers. 2-1. Done with the greatest simplicity by the man hoisted up by McCoist, Davy Cooper.
Touched on for Goddard. And here's Devonshire. Goddard.
A brilliant goal! Paul Goddard.
Now, Kenny Jackett scored from the penalty spot at Goodison on Saturday. A very distinctive penalty style, in point of fact. He takes only a couple of yards and plays it normally to the goalkeeper's left. Well, he's taking a few more yards this time. And to the goalkeeper's left. And Watford are level. Little Mark Ward takes this corner for West Ham. Gale's header. A punch by Sherwood. Devonshire trying to come in. Gale again. Or playing it wide. A bit of space here for Ward. Good thoughtful play here by West Ham. And time for Devonshire now to measure up something. And it's in there by Dickens. It just about crept over the line, but it's put West Ham back into the lead. Devonshire. Good play by Devonshire. Splendid play, and what a lovely ball. As Devonshire now gets Cotty away. McClellan's after him. Still with Cotty. He's picked up Ward. Driven there by Ward. Magnificent goal. And a goal that West Ham badly needed because Watford were back at their throats. Now Sterling being pursued by Gale. He's got Allen waiting in the middle. Beautiful goal there, scored by the fullback David Bardsley, that brings Watford right back into this game.
Birch. So the picture was frozen then. Daly with a run that has Derby backing off, and Tony Daly really catching the second division side committed at the other end. Harvey's free kick. White doing well to keep it in play. G got a head to it. Harvey! Yes! A goal really from an unlikely source. Nigel Spink got a hand to the shot.
All professional teams work very hard at these situations. That's a touch across and it's in, yes! Brilliantly by McBride. 18 minutes gone and Hibs go into the lead. That's a shot by Mackay. Hearts are level. as you'll see again, an excellently taken penalty kick.
Well, this undoubtedly is an excellent spell for Celtic. Taking a grip in midfield. Paul McStay very much at the heart of it all. Now McGee, here's McClair. He's touched it past Woods. Ryan McClair makes it 1-0 to Celtic. And that goal has been on the cards. Now Durant. Ferguson. Fraser always providing the width on the right for Rangers going forward. Durant to Fleck. Good turn with the striker. There's the chance. McCoist. Rangers are back on level terms. A superbly engineered goal 3 minutes into the second half.
Seeing 3 players in the 6-yard area. Up comes Dickens. Timed it so well.
So the wall is back to full 10 yards. And it's there. Bonner couldn't reach it. Blocking has done it for Dynamo Kiev. McLeod driving forward again. Celtic not hoping to get him into some shooting positions. He has possession once more for Celtic. Here's Brian McClair, he's onside. And there's the equaliser. Mark McGee makes it 1 apiece. And that was a marvellous goal from Celtic. Well, what a start to the second half. Besson up playing it in. It's a casual header that from White. There's Yakovenko with a chance. And Bonner had no answer at all. That's given away. It was intended for McStay. Mikhailichenko, the fresh pair of legs up front for Dynamo Kiev, now stretching these Celtic defence. Chance for the third, this should clinch it. Yevtushenko set up by blocking.
Senor. Zaragoza have never really been allowed to impose their pattern, but they do have a definite break here with Yanez against Pearce. Past Pearce and in. The Chilean substitute has come on to great effect for Real Zaragoza. Horn takes it. Here's Massey. Yes! Goal given. Wrexham alive again. Steve Massey. For once it ran for them in that rush hour of the penalty area. Wrexham refused to lie down when the odds are stacked against them. Sosa, and here's Yanez. And Zaragoza are back in front. Yanez has a second. And jubilation around the racecourse ground turned to utter dismay. Steele, Massey chasing. Charles. Zaragoza stopped, I think, expecting a handball. And here's Massey. Comstiff. Back Steele. Massey. Steele. Oh, Sedrum. Buxton. Goal. 2-2. The fast timer has come straight from work to be here tonight. All the level.
mistake here, and a great chance. It's going to be a goal. It is. Peter the scorer. A terrible mistake in defence by...
And he'd be so relieved just to get one into the net. Oh, the flick again. Didn't fall right for Forest. They're pouring forward here. Butterworth finding Carr. He's the tormentor. Is there going to be a finisher? The header. Oh, it must go in surely from Nigel Clough. Defenders sprawled all over the ground. You felt the goal just had to come.
Emerson. Bennett. Emerson. Here's Pickering. It's a goal! Nick Pickering, out of nothing really. They were looking for the cross. And Pickering discovered a shot.
I think we'll be seeing a lot of them in Premier Division football. That was very careless. Neatly played there by Jack. And touched away by Bowman. Pressure still on though. Rafferty. Nice run round the outside. Shannon. Good answer. Knight touches in. Harvey. Dundee have taken the lead. Clark, little bit slow. Oh, good running there is Ian Angus. Jack on that far side. Billy Thompson, and it still is in. Shannon. He got the final touch. The sheer frustration of our look, it just eluded him. And Coyne could make nothing of it. Oh, there's another chance again. Thompson's going in. It's there. Harvey. 3-0.
Grant's free kick. Nodded back by Miller. Here's McCabe. That's for Miller, a chance for Hamilton. 1-0 to Accies, John Miller. The Accies bench erupts, the supporters round the stadium celebrate. So now the penalty will be taken by Ryan McClair, I'm sure, and he has a 50% record this season. He's scored one and missed one. So it's McClair against McKellar. Beautifully struck by McClair, his 16th goal of the season. Referee Douglas Hope has managed to go through the match without showing any yellow cards, happily. Here's Johnston. Mo Johnston makes it for Celtic.
Height of Butcher. Height. The England captain, indeed it's not. It's the number 7, Gary Mabbutt. And a satisfied look on the bench as England go into the lead from the corner. Taking these corners for Tottenham, David Fleet, the manager, Bobby Robson, feels that maybe not enough comes from them, but, well, an England goal has come from them already tonight. There's another good corner coming in. Been in good form tonight, Hoddle. Another delightful ball played in for Beardsley, played for Waddle, and a good cross from him this time! And Anderson makes it 2! Well, it's the added piece of comfort that England badly required.
Nevin again. Johnson's gone to the near post, and Bossy lost it. David Cooper trying to walk it in, and he'll get the credit for the goal that went in off the defender. Goff, Johnston. So the crowd of 35,000 have a third goal to cheer. Hayes scores. A tribute to his nerve. His fourth penalty. But he didn't expect to take one here past Colin Clark. Now the sensible thing here is to just hang it in close to the goalkeeper. And Clark is beaten by Viv Anderson, 2-0. Anderson came close enough. In comes Quinn. 3-0. Niall Quinn with Anderson the distraction. It's falling apart for Southampton. But the Southampton supporters are already talking of the potential, and of course the club, although keeping a low profile as they rightly should do on a youngster, know that Matt Le Tissier has a great chance of making the grade. But here's Perry Groves with a great chance to make it 4. A goal which is owed totally to Southampton's deficiencies at the back. Clark didn't read it. Groves kept running.
Robertson. That's a very long throw. Looked like a little bit of pushing going on. The referee didn't seem to think so. And now Clark to bat. Oh, a touch there, David Dodge. Must be, no. Hewitt. Has he done it? Yes. 1-0 for Aberdeen, and Henry Smith simply didn't know where the ball was. Miller comes back. Will it get the shot? Cahoon. Robertson's inside, and he's done it. 1 each. 17 minutes gone. And no wonder they're jubilant. Over 10 minutes remaining. Mackay tries to get it through. There's a shot, it's there. Robertson.
Victory a week ago at Hamilton. Here's Mo Johnston, he's onside. Johnston against Thompson. And Johnston does it again for Celtic.
Stoland. Johnson beating McMahon, releasing Marwood. Lee Chapman's waiting in the middle, and there he is! Lee Chapman, and Wednesday in the lead. Beglin, play on, said the referee, and Rush, and it's 1-1! What an amazing twist to a thoroughly enjoyable game. The Liverpool manager shows some relief.
Heath. Adams, Sharp is in the middle. Well, certainly can't complain. The attacking style of both sides. Sheedy! And how well he adjusted his balance. so well taken. Biggins practically on the line in front of the goalkeeper. Sharp at the back, who got it away. Trinkle's header for Norwich. Gordon did well. Yes! And Barham. Mark Barham makes up for missing what was apparently an easier one than that. Ratcliffe. Sharp. 2-1 to Everton. They were looking for the offside, but he most certainly was not. Trevor Stevens scored 4 times from the spot so far this season and makes it 5, and surely puts Everton into the quarterfinals. Sheedy. Oh, gorgeous stuff, and it's 2 against 1 here. And maybe Sharp doesn't need help, or does he? And if he lays it off now, he must. Oh, and he only just did.
As we approach half-time, Rangers will wonder just where the goals are going to come from. Haven't created too many clear-cut chances in the first half. Cammy Fraser. Ball still there. 1-0. Ali McCoist. His 12th goal of the season, and it seemed to come out of nothing. Now a chance for Dundee. Ross Jack. The Shannon! Yes! 1-1. And the goal couldn't have come at a more vital time. Another throw to Rangers. Definitely an important man in these late stages. Jimmy Nicholl. McPherson tries a shot. 2-1. And Davy McPherson doesn't score all that many goals, but he'll never score a more important one than that.
Sterling. Here's Marwood. Did so well to turn and get in his cross. Hart scrambling. And it's there. Next.
So Jim Beck is over the ball. Looking for Davy Dodds at the edge of the box. Ferguson wins it. Fraser helps it out to Durant. Good tackle that from Beck. Now Miller. Robbed by Cooper. Monroe in trouble. With a chance for Aberdeen. There's Davy Dodds. 1-0 to Aberdeen. And a disaster in defence for Rangers.
With Gary Stevens and Chris Hughton both injured. Here's Sean Close. Hoddle allowed to turn and looks to chip the goalkeeper. And Clive Allen is there. The quality shows. With 4 minutes gone. Hoddle. And it's Gary Mabbott making an intelligent break. Support is there from Waddle. Close and Allen waiting in the centre. And Close! A delightful moment for a striker trying to make his way in the game. And Waddle! It's gone straight in. a touch of luck, really.
And a chance for Liverpool to take an early lead. 1-0. And it's certainly an obstruction. Coventry may feel a little aggrieved, but Mulvey is here in an attempt to put it past Brizovic from the penalty spot for the second time in this game. The same side, the same result, and Liverpool go 2 into the lead. Gets it to Pickering. Downs. Good touch. Regis. Bennett. Chance for Coventry! Splendid goal! Dave Bennett pulls one back for the visitors. And Mulvey will get a remarkable hat-trick of penalties if he can put it past Brizovic for the third time. And he does. 3-1 to Liverpool.
Lehman losing it to Cooper. Fraser switches play to the left. Here's Stuart Monroe. There's Durant. 1-0 to Rangers. 14 minutes into the first half, and Ian Durant gets yet another vital goal for Rangers. It's with Ferguson. And forward pass cut off by Willie Borowka. This is Vincolt going into the last minute of the first half. Big Colt heading to the byline beyond Monroe. And a chance for Borussia. And the simplest of headers from Uwe Rahn. Borussia are back on level terms.
Sturrock is wide. Bannon's challenge was positive. There's a cross, the keeper in trouble. A great chance, and it's a goal. An important breakthrough for Dundee United. And it couldn't have come at a better time. Corner kick quickly taken. United pushing extra men in the box as Sturrock does a quick about turn, trying to get it to his right foot, trying to hook it across. Clark's there and a goal! John Clark 2-0 after a missed kick by Billy McKinlay.
Stuart Pearce has taken over as penalty taker this season from Nigel Clough. Now, will he be successful here? Emphatically so. 1 minute 15 seconds into this game, and what a start for Nottingham Forest. Stuart Pearce for the penalty. Close, Paul Allen, now Hoddle. Lord Clive Allen's in, and he's beaten him this time. A rather fortunate break for them. Clive Allen doesn't miss that sort of opportunity. Now, will it be Waddle or Hoddle? It's Waddle. The kick of the goal! It's that man again, Clive Allen. And there really is no holding him. Now, real chance here, surely, for Forest. Pearce is there. Menholt's not happy at the distance. The wall is away. Pearce with the shot. Fairclough! He's equalised. Well, what a return to the first team for Chris Fairclough.
Poynton going in with a foot raised, but the referee saw nothing wrong. And Suckling's hesitated, Adams setting up the chance, and the goal is from Adrian Heath. Perry Suckling, who had what he described as the worst game of his short league career last Saturday at Arsenal, found himself in no man's land then. On from White, and Mulden is clear. And shows the clinical finish that marks him down as a tremendous prospect. He's hardly had a sight of goal. Well, the scoreline, a fair reflection on a tight match now. And a match that's been full of incident, and more to come. With power, he comes back with a goal, but he could hardly turn and celebrate. Well, they were celebrating on the bench. We've had so many opportunities to strike at goal today, Kevin Sheedy. He is Everton's top scorer, and Sharp played onside by McCarthy. Unselfishly delivered for Heath, and that wraps it up. And that really is the essence of Everton. They force you into mistakes.
Patterson to Fleck. Derek Ferguson takes over from Patterson. And Fleck once again has found good position for Rangers. There's McCoist! Well, they don't come any better than that. And certainly no more than Rangers deserve. Kidd's header, Durant up with Berry, here's Fleck. One roll. Now Derek Ferguson. There's McCoist. Away from Jordan. Pulling it back for Burns. To Cooper. And Cooper has done it for Rangers. Davy Cooper in 35 minutes. His 7th goal of the season, and once again it's a masterpiece against Hearts. All the way back to Butcher. Davy Cooper. Once again teasing Neil Berry. Once again getting the better of him, and there's the chance again for Rangers! Durant! 3-0 to Rangers. Durant's 5th goal of the season, 39 minutes into the second half.
Beardsley, Thomas, Goddard, nice turn. Crowd enjoyed that. Bringing in Stevenson. Now, can he get past Ray Stewart? He can. This could be problems for West Ham. A little floater, and it's there! It's Neil McDonald. Goddard turning well again against Tony Gale. And then finding Beardsley. Thomas is waiting in the middle! Beardsley, Hilton. Now Paul Stevenson, the man who made the first goal. Peter Beardsley, the man who made the second goal. And still with Beardsley, trying to tread it through. It's there! Well, they've gone to applaud Beardsley, but I think it was probably Darren Jackson who got the touch, and it's 3-0. It's with Wharton. They all want to come up in the attack now. And here's Kenny Wharton looking to play the ball in. And another shot. And another goal by Thomas. 4-0.
ahead of Henry. Celtic in a useful position, and Maurice Johnson gets a second chance at it and puts it away. Excellent opportunist goal. Well, I think the Celtic supporters moaning a little at the one or two players up front, but they're not getting much service all the same. Got to get the ball to show what they can do. Oh, good pace by Archdeacon. Well, that's better. Johnson done it again. Nothing. As simple as you like.
Robson to Davenport, Olsen, it's going to come to Strachan, a chance, and a goal! Right side got it. Duxbury, Strachan, right side, clipping the ball about nicely now, United. Davenport. And Mabbutt. Oh, they got caught again, and it's there. Peter Davenport has made it 2-0, and Gary Mabbutt crestfallen. Little Paul Allen, I think, was also involved. Well, they've got Mabbutt, Gough and Roberts all positioned on the far side of the area here. Mabbutt! That is a terrific goal, and this player, he's all-purpose. Also been suffering from a bad cough and cold this week, Gary Mabbutt, but a very big breakfast this morning at the Tottenham Hotel seemed to help him to shake that off. He's quite an eater too. Here's Hoddle eating up the ground for Tottenham. Good effort, and Turner flat, and an own goal! Kevin Moran! Spurs are level.
Who'll pick Mabbutt up this time, John?
Waddle. Oh, and Allen went in. It's a goal. Well, Waddle curled it in. Allen made absolutely sure it went in the net. So the responsibility falls to Peter Davenport. With 2 minutes to go. Oh, it's there! It's 3-3, and Clements was so unlucky. O'Leary.
This is Archdeacon. Good finish. And Celtic have the lead. A little short of 5 minutes of the second half gone. So Liverpool have twice had the ball in the net in the last few moments, but neither has counted. Dalglish again. Away by Willie McStay. Nicol. Hansen. Hansen again, and Hansen again, yes! In off the far post.
Minutes into the second half, and Arsenal's penalty taker is Martin Hayes. Brian Gunn in the firing line. Arsenal lead 1-0. Great expertise from Hayes again. Ian Culverhouse. Header from O'Leary. Good fine touch. Gordon got the cross in. Trinkle! Arsenal's famous defence is punctured. 11 minutes left.
Well, this could fall for Gary Micklewhite, and he buries it.
First real penetration there for Derby County. So the closing seconds of this very, very important second division game. And the scoreline's the wrong one for Plymouth at the moment. Derby a goal in the lead. And the free kick now. And surely they'll put everybody into the box. Very quickly taken. The head is in. And there it is!
Archdeacon. That's McStay. Oh, that must be yes. I think it was Brian McClare. Suddenly, that Motherwell defence, which has been so tight for the entire afternoon, a minute and a half before half-time, is unzipped.
Four marking three to the right of the wall as we look. Rush is the nearest, then Walsh, then Lawrenson, then Gillespie. Oh yes, Molly Whelan! Liverpool attacking the Kop end. Which is the way they like to play in the second half. It's Besky in trouble! And the Barron spell ends. Nichols cross, and you know who scores, and you know what that means, and I'm not going to tell you any more than that because it... Beglin. Nicholl. And still. Rush in the middle, Whelan on the near side as we look. Nicholl. Oh, I say, what a classic goal!
Oh, perfectly valid tackle there by McDonald. Bowman. Oh, Dundee United are struggling in the middle of the defence. That's a superb ball. Cahoon, he can't put it away. Robertson. 1-0. A goal thoroughly deserved on pressure. It's not out. Malpas, Redford, Ferguson, too strong. Now McGuinness, Bannon, McInally. Oh, here's Sturrock with a chance. He's done it. The equaliser by Sturrock. 9 minutes remaining, and we were talking about the scarcity of chances for Dundee United. Supporters will be hanging on here. Jim McInally. Ferguson, that's a better ball to Bannon. Now Bannon. Here's Bannon with a great chance. Oh, it's a great goal! Oh, what a great goal! For United. Robertson, too much. McInally. Bannon outside of his foot. McDonald to Jardine. Here's Ferguson with a chance, and he's done it! Oh, amazing! That is a brilliant, opportunist goal, if ever there was one.
Derek White. It's a good cross, and Willie Miller forced to hit it to safety, but it's with Murdo McLeod. Aberdeen bringing it calmly out of defence, but perhaps a shade too calmly. There's Murdo McLeod. Johnston's header, and the goal from Alan McInally. 2 minutes gone. Celtic take the lead, and Celtic Park erupts. Weir has gone wandering now to become more involved in the play. Standing away from O'Leary. Connor. Stark has Robertson on the outside. Dodds waiting in the middle with Joe Miller.
Good play from young Robertson. And a fine cross! Brilliantly scored by Joe Miller. On the handspring to celebrate. Joe Miller missed one golden chance early on, then missed a penalty kick, but made no mistake with the header to put Aberdeen back on level terms.
Thorne then with the free kick. Hodges providing the width on the left. Winterburn hesitated and it was taken from him by Mark Ward, and that's measured for McAvenny, who's got the better of Gale. A second chance for McAvenny, and this time it's Cottee who shows his appetite for playing against Wimbledon again. Some of you might remember his father Mike, who won the League Cup Winners' Medal with Queen's Park Rangers back in 1967. Fairweather, and Pike Fashanu gets the goal. It was a gift. Wimbledon a level. It's been a succession of West Ham corners without any real end product. Ward, Hilton, Paul Hilton, 2-1. Well, it was a different type of corner this time. Winterburn's free kick. Fairweather did well. Fashanu. And it's level 2-2, and it's Andy Sayer. A leap of delight from him and from those who've made their way across London. Thorne with the free kick. And Fairweather. It's trickled in. Carlton Fairweather wheels away. And Wimbledon, for the first time in this match, lead. 20 minutes into the second half.
McCoy's there, shoving it back now. Souness. Cooper, inside he goes. Malpas did brilliantly there, though. Ian Ferguson. Here's Roberts going in. Roberts going through for Rangers. And there's Souters, yes! He's done it! Ali McCoy's from a brilliant run by Roberts. Butcher with it. Goes to Flair, and he scored! The simplest of goals. Robert Flack, and the young man literally deserves that goal. That's it in. It's there. Flack has scored for Rangers. One nothing with 27 minutes of the game gone. Beautifully touched run, beautiful move by Rangers again. Really are playing some superb football. Engineered mainly by the man spraying out that pass at the moment, Souness. Now Cooper. Ooh, it's there! Number 2, Ali McCoy. What a dreadful blunder by a goalkeeper you would normally think could do that all afternoon.
We've all seen teams with 10 men raise their game, and of course Manchester United did it against Everton in the FA Cup final, and they've done it here. Jesper Olsen with a little jig of triumph. Lawrence against Colin Gibson. Cockerill is there. And Holmes is there, tries to curl it. Nick Holmes is back with a goal.
Anderson off the line. Could have been Thomas who got it away. It was certainly Anderson that had the chance. Sansom. And Quinn's there, and Adams is there. And it's a goal to Arsenal. They scored anyway, and Tony Adams has put them in front in dramatic fashion here. Want them 10 yards back. Paul Davis, it's there! 2-0 to Arsenal. Paul Davis. The rain comes sheeting down still. Allen to Hoddle. Now Ozzy Ardiles is in the middle and marks, and Mitchell Thomas comes in, and Spurs have scored. Mitchell Thomas has put Tottenham.
Keeper's ball it has to be, and it's in there, and it's Charlie Nicholas. Turning it on well for Williams, and this is where a lot of the problems for Arsenal have come from this afternoon. Senior! A level! A brilliant riposte there for Reading. And now Martin Hayes, who has scored with 7 penalties this season of his 14 games, has not taken one that's more important than this. It's 2-1. Martin Hayes, chased by Bailey. Hayes did well there. And it's there by Charlie Nicholas. A terrible mistake in the Reading defence. They all waited for each other to react as the ball came in at the far post. And one man who didn't wait was Charlie Nicholas to score his second and Arsenal's third.
Now Strachan. Possibilities here for United. Came behind Olsen. There's 4 forward with him, and Redmond made contact with the ball with the tackle, and even the Stretford end didn't bay for a penalty. Whiteside, got to hit it with his right foot, but here's Davenport. And it's put in by Whiteside when they were stopping, wondering whether the referee was going to blow.
Moyes up again. Fitzpatrick not putting his foot on that one. Away comes Summerfield, moving beautifully. And it's there! Nicely taken. Kevin Summerfield won. Bristol City 0. A gap opened up there and Summerfield was quick to spot it. So the game resumes now. Summerfield fit again. Fail knocks it in long. Fitzpatrick. Oh, nice little pass to. Chance for Riley. It's there! Really well taken goal there by Glyn Riley. It's 1-1 and we've got a real cocktail on our hands now.
Tony Shepard, who I thought had an excellent game against Rangers when he came on as a substitute at Ibrox recently, but mark you, he was surrounded by a lot of mediocrity, and it's in, yes. Ian Ferguson finishes that off, 1-0. A very exposed-looking Celtic defence. 8 minutes gone. Touch forward, there's Gallagher trying to go in and he's done it. Oh dear. 2-0. Well, the astonishing thing about Kevin Gallagher, because of family connections, he could so easily have gone, and that's in, yes! Oh. Brian McClair. Almost the same kind of goal as Gallagher had scored. 2-1. Perhaps an indication that United just want to hold on to this lead. Long way to go because there's half an hour still to play. Ooh, it's down with a chance for McClair. He's done it again. Brian McClair, 2 each. An astonishing transformation with the most lethal scorer in the Premier Division. So the substitute, Gary McGuinness, with it. The ref. It's a difficult one, it is there. Aidan Bannon. 3-2. United have struck back.
And the stage is cleared for Ali McCoist. He scored 2 out of 3 for Rangers this season. Here's McCoist against Gallagher. 1-0 to Rangers, 8 minutes gone, and McCoist's 19th goal of the season. Delightful chip from Souness. Then across by Ferguson. Fleck makes it 2 for Rangers. 13 minutes gone and it all looked so simple. But the 2-goal cushion allowing the artists like Davy Cooper to display their full range of talents. Here's Butcher. It breaks now to Fleck once again. This must be the third. Ali McCoist. With just 4 minutes of the match left, Rangers seeking now to finish with a flourish. Ferguson's playing it in. That's Fleck. Well, that was certainly a flourish from Robert Fleck. Vin's corner, up it goes again, there's Fleck!
Lawrenson. Celebrates. And just when City looked that they might win the game,
here's Jimmy Nicholl. Nicholl again to Ferguson. Fleck touching it on, there's Durant. The breakthrough at last for Rangers. So Cooper waiting for Butcher to arrive for the free kick. And Fulton in a very difficult task. McKellar also in trouble. The ball is in the net and it's Ali McCoist to put it there. Oh, what a disaster for the Yankees defence.
Rush. Johnson coming behind. Walsh trying to hold it up for Rush. Came off Gary Stevens. Rush! Yes! It's the old story yet again.
David O'Leary, number 5. Martin Hayes is in there. And it's Nicholas! Good save, Nicholas! Goal for Arsenal! What a start! Charlie Nicholas! Steve Williams for Arsenal. Hayes. Nicholas. Hayes again. Hayes is through! Oh, that's a lovely goal! And Martin Hayes, no wonder he's smiling.
Plenty of noise at the moment for the Villa supporters. Away to our left. But Villa have got some defending to do now. This is Hodge. He's got Klassen up in support and Clive Allen. And it's there! Steve Hodge against his old club, and what pleasure that will give him. There's all sorts of problems then for Aston Villa. Hoddle with the corner. And the header is in from Hodge. Quite astonishing. Steve Hodge, against his old club, has scored twice. 20 minutes to go. Hoddle. Allen had started his sprint down the middle. Klassen, onside, and it's 3. Now the Villa players looking to the linesman over on the far side. But there was no flag, and Nigel Spick has been beaten again.
And Clark provides the cover for Kirkwood. Ferguson is free on the right for United. Gallagher waits in the middle. A chance for Gallagher. Brilliantly finished. Kevin Gallagher's 8th goal of the season. 14 minutes gone. And a fine, swift move from Dundee United. Ferguson's header. Bannon returns it. Good running by McInally. He's caught out the Hibs defence. And there's the second. That's the clincher from Jim McInally. Perhaps the most important player in the field this afternoon, Jim McInally, and they are adding yet another string to his bow.
Clough available, the ball played in towards Webb again, and he just couldn't control it quickly enough. But Webb again, and the goal! Forest are in the lead. Neil Wood, not scored in his last 16 games.
So it's going to be Chris Waddle with the throw for Tottenham. Deal is quickest off the mark and getting across in possession. Paul Allen, little touch by Hoddle. Paul Allen taking it to the byline again, getting it back. Can Clive Allen get in there? He's done it again. Goal 29 of the season for him. Martin. Devonshire. Akabeni. Oh, a little dummy there. Thickens tries to get through. Cotty got the touch. And they're level at 1-1.
Now, Jimmy Case has been taking the penalties for Southampton, but the responsibility here at a time of crisis for them is with Colin Clark, and cometh the hour, cometh the man. They've relied so heavily on his goals this season. Steve Perks beaten.
Again, plenty in the wall. Just wonder what sort of view Grobbelaar will get. Again, away to the right of the picture, and out of the picture is Rob Johnson. The ball might be played to him. And Luton feigning some sort of disagreement. It may be just to put Liverpool off, who knows. Steen curling it! Well, it worked. And to use that time-honoured phrase, the deadlock at last has been broken. And Mick Harford, who hasn't scored this season, now with the responsibility of giving Luton a 2-goal lead, which he does. The holders could well be on the way out now. Foster. Now it's Newell. It's 3! Well, it's all up with them now.
just can't quite make himself a space. Downs. Phillips for Houchen. Oh, it might fall for the Coventry man. It's in. 20 minutes gone, and Coventry take the lead through Keith Houchen, the man whose penalty for York City defeated Arsenal in the 4th round of the FA Cup 2 seasons ago.
Short that from Billy Gilbert. Hodges is there. In by Kay. Here's the goalkeeper challenging Fashanu, and Sayer surely. Well, Fashanu. What a strange goal. Fashanu will claim it. But I thought they were going to make a mess of it, Wimbledon. That was a dangerous one. Swain got it half away. It's Hodges again. Chipped in. Oh, it's an own goal! Blake! Hodges. Sayer, 3-0. Andy Sayer, the scorer. And Fashanu's closing in here for Wimbledon. Number 4.
Hendry. Watson's challenge. Heath. 4 Everton players already in the area. Oh, it's beautifully done. Snowden scores. And the delight is all at that end where the Everton supporters are.
Quite clearly, he had made up his mind that had to be pushed back to the goalkeeper, and that was a tall figure of Dave Young. One of the 2 players bought by Jim Leishman, who have made so much of a difference to this side of defence. Mickey Weir, he's done it! Oh, he so thoroughly deserves that goal. Shot, Kane tries to lob the goalkeeper and has. Two 0. 36 minutes of the second half gone.
Well, that's Steve Clark, man just bought from St Mirren. And that Celtic were desperate to buy, but Chelsea nipped in and had an option on him first. Here's the corner for Watford. Wicks and Clark between them getting that one away. Callaghan returning it once more. It should be Godden's ball. He's got it, he's lost it. And this time the goal has been given. And it was Blissett who made the final touch. And they're furious with the referee. It was Falco right in.
Willie Miller stepping in, turning it away. Well, he's playing this afternoon, Willie Miller, but it'll be interesting to see how he lasts out the full match. He is a man who everybody were anxious to have in the ranks for the match. There's the header! And it's Alan McInally! Celtic have taken the lead in the most dramatic fashion. 14th minute of the match. Ryan McClair. Now his record is not impeccable. He's scored 3 out of 6 this season. And he's missed one already here at Pittodrie in the league back in November. He also scored one in that match. So Brian McClair against Jim Leighton. No doubt about that. Confidently placed in the corner, and Celtic go 2 ahead. So it's Jim Bett who'll take the penalty. He's scored 2 out of 3 this season. So he hasn't got a perfect record. It's Bett against Bonner, who's very much the goalkeeper in form. So here comes Jim Bett. Beautifully struck by Bett. Aberdeen are right back in the match. Spring in the step of the Aberdeen players now. They see the prospect of getting back on terms. Celtic having to draw on all their reserves of experience and courage to settle still on this lead and look for the third goal to truly clinch the tie, but here comes Stuart McKinney. Now Dodds. There's Stuart! This must be the equaliser! Yes! John Hewitt, cup tie specialist, does it again for Aberdeen.
Hoddle's gone wide. Tried to find Allen. Tottenham can build again through Ardiles. Oh, for Klassen. He's got behind Paris. Nico Klassen. His 7th goal of the season. His 6th in the last 8 games. Waddle. Is it back to Paul Allen? Hoddle. Thinks about shooting. Oh! Glenn Hoddle! A quality goal from Hoddle. And the 6 have stayed forward. That's Martin. He was never really going to test Clements from that range, and now he's got to get back quickly because here come Tottenham. Klassen, Allen's in the middle, he wants to get it across to Clive Allen! Clive Allen does it again, his 31st goal of the season, because Tottenham have been full of running all night. And it's 4-0, and Clive Allen now makes it 32 goals in 32 matches, and what more can you do? Ardiles, Hoddle, Paul Allen, still Paul Allen. Oh, can run all the way, he's pursued by Orr and Martin. It's a hat-trick for Clive Allen, and it's 5 again for Tottenham. And the two cousins embrace. Thank you, says Clive. Marwood, pursued by Woodthorpe, and dispossessed by the 17-year-old youngster. He's been attracting the attention of a lot of big clubs. Oh, Chapman! It's 1-0. Lee Chapman, who got the equaliser that kept Wednesday in this 4th round tie on Saturday, has put Sheffield Wednesday 1 up. Now Howard at right back. This is Chester's first real break. Still kept his feet, he wants to give it to somebody, the full-back. Graham. Now he can play a bit. Oh, and that might fall for Bennett. It's in! Chester have equalised. Chester's travelling supporters have something to shout about. An equaliser in the 26th minute by Gary Bennett, his 16th goal of the season. Marwood. Oh, it's an own goal. Graham Abel. 33 minutes gone, an absolute disaster for Chester. Morris. Marwood. Megson. Into Bradshaw.
This time McDonald heading it back in, and Bennett was in there, and that's a goal for Queen's Park Rangers by Terry Bennett. The two centre-backs make their presence tell at the set play. This is Fillery. Well, they were hesitating there. Byrne is through for Rangers. 2-0. Johnny Byrne. Harford's in there. Oh, well, that so often happens. A team who look to be on their way to a comfortable victory are suddenly...
And there is the penalty. Corner to Hearts. The wind blowing right to left will tend to take it away from goal, and it does. There's a great chance yet. The equaliser. The 10-man Hearts Forster equalising.
And Hodges has put his side in trouble. This is Moran. This is Smith. And that's the goal. Done. The understanding between the two shown again, but Wimbledon will look at Glyn Hodges, who gave the ball away. Sayer. Here's Winterburn, who's seen a lot of the ball. And Fairweather, a second time and a goal. 1-1. Andrews a little bit unlucky, having stopped the first header. Hodges prepared to bring the ball down inside his own area. And the clearance really was no sort of clearance. Linex. McAllister, good running from Ramsey. A lovely pass too. And Leicester recover their touch. Ramsey, the scorer. McAllister perhaps typifies the inconsistency, because that was a marvellous ball for Linex, and Ramsey, a thrilling goal. Linex with the header across the goal, but left Besant exposed to the run of Ramsey.
Souness to Cooper. Stuart Monroe, good play from Monroe. Promising for Rangers, here's Fleck. A magnificent goal from Robert Fleck. Rangers go ahead. Half an hour on the clock. But the goal appears to have been chopped off. No, it's not. The referee going back for a moment. A pause among the fans, but the goal stands. And it undoubtedly was down initially to the inventive play of Stuart Monroe. So it's John Robertson taking over. He's missed the only one he's taken this season. Robertson, no mistake this time. And the referee insisting they go back the full distance. Souness and Cooper waiting. Deflected, and the goal for Graham Souness. To Rangers. There's the Cooper. Smith's in trouble. Fleck. Yes. 3-1 to Rangers. Opportunism at its very best from Robert Fleck. Here's Durant. That's towards McCoist. And it's come off Kenny Black. Well, it certainly is not Hearts' afternoon. Midway through the second half, the fourth goal for Rangers. Towards Fleck, he's up with Kidd. Cooper nodding it down. Sanderson touching it away, the chance now for McCoist. Brilliantly taken. And that was the goal McCoist wanted so badly. Taken with complete confidence by Robertson. only a consolation goal, but certainly enjoyed by the remaining Hearts fans inside the stadium.
And there we saw why. Well, here's Tottenham's corner with Glenn Hoddle. Put it in towards the near post. Might go anywhere. Richard Gough had a shot and missed it. And a tremendous save. And Allen has scored. A great save in the first place from Lukic. But Clive Allen has again made his presence felt, to the delights of those who come across from Tottenham.
They have only White and McGrain at the back. McInally. Brilliant shot, and McClair has put it in. And Brian McClair has scored Celtic's 200th league goal against Hearts. Aiken to Cahoon. Nice run by Cahoon. Back it goes, and there's the equaliser. Foster. A thoroughly deserved goal, if ever there was one, for Hearts. Strong fight back in the second half.
Oh, good play from Cooper. McPherson came off the post. Well, what a let-off for St Mirren that was. And they're still not out of the wood yet. McCoist linking with Butcher. There's McCoist going through. Great chance for Rangers. 21 minutes gone. Harry McCoist with his 23rd of the season. Careless one from Fleck. McPherson did well. And if he allows play to continue after the Chalmers tackle, because Rangers have possession. Here's Cooper. Linking with Monroe. Durant towards McCoist. Striking again of the highest class. 24 minutes into the first half. And it looks like a day to savour for Ali McCoist. Chalmers. A break of the ball to come clear of the equaliser. Chance for McDowell. Oh, may not be the equaliser, but St Mirren are right back in the match. Kenny McDowell. 54 minutes gone.
Carrasco. Butragueño. Chendo is onside here, it's dangerous this. Oh, Carrasco missed it, Butragueño won't. 1-0 Spain, and Emilio Butragueño of Real Madrid puts his side in front with a smart piece of opportunism. Brian Robson breaking things up. Waddle looks for Beardsley, who did well there on the outside of Arteche. Hodges there, it may run to Lineker. It has run back for Robson. Oh, hits the post, Hoddle, saved by Zubizarreta. And surely a chance at the far post here. And a goal. Gary Lineker finishes it off for England and makes it 1-1. Anderson is there, Lineker's there again. 2-1 to England, and they can't contain him. Oh, and Lineker has got Beardsley in a good position here. And Lineker may score again, and he has. He's got his hat-trick. Well, that is a quite... We've been playing now for 12 minutes in the second half here in the Bernabeu Stadium, and England still look dangerous with Beardsley. And there's Lineker again. He's got his fourth. Well, this is extraordinary. Nobody surely expected this. Played short. Now can Carrasco get the cross in? He can. Oh, there's a chance there, and Ramon. Number 11, Ramon, the man who missed, or rather had his first header saved from that corner, he made up for it.
A lot of good football in it. Bit of a sandwich, and it's quickly taken. That's a goal. Lawrenson. The Scottish defence totally taken on by that.
Well, Clive Allen, who scored twice in the penalty spot in his 34 goals, can make it 35 and a priceless opening goal for Tottenham. And he does!
Robson given licence to maraud forward for West Ham from midfield into the run of Cottee. McAvenny, second time it counts. West Ham in front. 10 minutes. There have been suggestions in this part of the world that Frank McAvenny has been found out this season, his second in England, and that's why the goals have dried up. Bradshaw, nicely taken by Marwood. Promise here for Wednesday. Shelton! West Ham caught by a quick piece of thinking and a throw, and it all stemmed from there.
Rostron. On from Falco, now here's Barnes. An early chance perhaps here for Watford. It's Forbes who got his tackle in well, but only as far as Rostron. Barnes again, away from Hawker, and a chance and a goal. Barnsley, what a start for Watford. One or two of the Walsall players looking towards the referee, but he saw nothing wrong. So, what a moment here then for Trevor Christie. It's Christie against Coton, and it's 1-1. My word, only just. Just over half an hour gone. Trevor Christie has equalised for Walsall.
Robertson with it. There's a deflection, it's in. Robertson. Exactly 10 minutes to go. Hearts are in the lead.
Alec O'Hara, and he's given it straight to Chalmers. 5 minutes gone. A complete disaster for Alec O'Hara, and Paul Chalmers cashes in. Bill trying to lay it back for Lambert. Breaks for McNamara. Here's McNeil. Chance now for Alexander. And that's the equaliser. And that's what makes Rowan Alexander the most potent striker in the First Division. So here's John McNeil against Campbell Murray. Confidently struck, and Morton takes the lead. It's Ian Ferguson who's taken the responsibility. And Ferguson makes it at the second attempt. Good challenge by Cooper. That's McDowell looking for Chalmers. Chalmers is through. A great chance now for St Mirren. Can he make it? Yes! Paul Chalmers. This is third for St Mirren. And just look at the jubilation of these St Mirren players.
Trevor Steven. Little touch for Heath. Good position for Adrian Heath. The goalkeeper's had it. Wilkinson's in the middle. It's a goal for Everton. Wilkinson the scorer, and Everton caught them out. This is a vital kick for Wimbledon. And he went that way, saved, and it's got in, yes! Hodges following up with Gage.
Quarter of an hour gone in the second half. Wimbledon 1, Everton 1. Up goes the kick from Dave Besant, and down it comes on Fairweather's head, and Sayer is in here. It's Sayer, good stop. Fashanu for Wimbledon. It's a goal. They're in front. John Fashanu scores, and Everton look at each other and look anything but the First Division league. Fashanu, Sayer. Yes, it's there. It's 3-1, and surely they've done it now. Andy Sayer. And Wimbledon carve another huge hole in the Everton defence, and maybe carve another niche in history.
Now suddenly at the other end, there's a chance for Walsall, and they've scored through Nicky Cross. What an amazing turnaround as Christie punches the air in delight. A long ball that beat the Watford defence, including Tony Coton. And Kenny Jackett will take the penalty. 7 goals this season, 4 of them in the penalty spot, and very often sometimes he just takes a couple of steps only, but a few more this time. But Barber has been quite a barrier to beat so far tonight. But he's beaten this time, and Watford, to immense relief all around Vicarage Road, are back in it. Nice little flick on there, and it might come again. It's another goal, and this time it's Christie. And Walsall remarkably have got into the lead again. Well, this really has all the makings of a great cup tie now. There's Luther Bissett, and they're level! Well, that's amazing. 2 goals in a minute, and Watford, before the jitters could get to them, are back on level terms. Still Peter Hart battling valiantly at the back. Shakespeare needed to turn quickly, but Falco's got possession for Watford. A nice turn by him, and a cross in, a deflection. Might let Barnes in! 3-2! With a quarter of an hour to go. The applause rings out at last for Watford. Paul Jones will take it. A real utility player. He's played in just about every position except goal. Now taking this corner, he's done a good job in the midfield as well, but McClellan gets that one away. Played by Shakespeare for Jones again, played in there. And they've done it! Well, that's amazing. Keeping a very close watch on Luther Bissett. Scorer of Watford's second goal tonight. There's Barnes. Richardson's cross. Dornan getting it away. And Porter trying to make some sort of progress down that flank. Gets a good little cross in. Barnes! Watford again go in the lead. Shakespeare. Towards Christie. Train. Short for Kelly. Ooh, what a good ball! And nodded in by Christie! I don't believe it! But Christie and the Walsall fans celebrate, and this astonishing cup tie takes another astonishing turn.
Remember, they did put West Ham out in the 6th round last season. Sterland, Chapman, Lee Chapman.
The travelling supporters have some reward for their journey. They'll let it run, and here is Bradshaw. It's 2-0, and the 18-year-old, in his first season, keeps up a record of scoring.
Gillespie. Dalglish to Rush. Gillespie and Ronnie Whelan! Well, there was a lovely build-up by Liverpool. And back to Grobbelaar. He's kept a clean sheet in 10 of his last 15 games, which gives you an idea of the task facing Southampton now. Touch on there by Craig Johnston. Rush battling with Bond. And what great acceleration there by Craig Johnston. It falls for Kenny Dalglish. And the player manager celebrates with a second goal. That's the work of the master craftsman. Rush. And now McMahon. Space here for Spackman. He took up a good position there, but Scholl let him down a little bit. But what a lovely ball by Spackman now for the player manager. And Rush so close to finishing it off. And it's in there! Bowling.
An awkward one for Gardner, and that's good handling once again by the Motherwell keeper. And good running too by Steve Kirk into space on the right. Foster getting back, but Kirk holds him off. Still Kirk going all the way himself. And that's a marvellous goal. Steve Kirk, in the 13th minute, and the Hearts supporters are stunned. Some degree of distance. There's Wishart. Mackay, looking for Clark, nod down towards Robertson. It's played away from him by Patterson. Gardner's in trouble. A chance now for Hearts. Scrambled into the net, off the head of Sandy Clark.
No handball. Rangers players actually stopped thinking they would get that. That could be fatal. Oh, Butcher let that go, and that's a goal. 1-0 for Hibs. Roberts. Nicol. Cooper. That's a better one, and that's it. McPherson. The equaliser. 27 minutes of the second half gone. Rangers back deservedly on equal terms. They've put an enormous effort into it, getting the big men into the penalty area.
Here's Sturrock. Gallagher is off on a run ahead of him. That's for McInally. Good play from McInally. This needs an accurate cross. Bannon at the far side of the box. Redford, a little dinked ball forward towards Ferguson. This is Gallagher. Now Sturrock again. Heading for the byline. Superbly struck by Bannon. 10 minutes into the second half and United go ahead. And a superb goal from Eamon Bannon.
Tottenham taking an eternity. Lukic in trouble, Klassen miskicked, Allen did not.
Quinn, could be promising, and it's in. The applause for Viv Anderson. Paul Davis. David Rocastle. Oh! And Niall Quinn comes in on the far post. And Arsenal's bravery gets its reward. They've survived at the back, as their manager must know.
And I wonder how much longer he'll be on the field, because he does seem to be hobbling rather badly. Dornan, oh, no goal! Disaster for Dornan. And Watford somewhat fortuitously have taken the lead.
So difficult to dispossess in that sort of situation. He seems to lean on the opponent as he's running and holding as well, and most times he gets the free kicks given his way, as indeed he has here. Having a good free kick in there, and a chance! Clive Allen! Davis. Allinson onside. Now here's a chance for Arsenal. Gough trying to close him down. He's got it! It's 1-1. Yet another Arsenal comeback. Yet another surprise for Tottenham. O'Leary with the kick. Deep one. Quinn hoping to get on the end of it. It comes to Allinson. Driven first time. It might go anywhere. Rocastle! Arsenal are through to Wembley.
Gallagher was hoping to get free on the right, but the United fans encouraged as the throw is quickly taken towards Thurrock. There's Gallagher. A perfect start for Dundee United. Ian Ferguson leads the celebrations.
Lee putting it on. Now is this an opening for Chelsea? A brilliant goal by Colin West. What an amazing start to a league career. Less than 5 minutes gone and a scorching shot.
Carthy didn't get there, and it's ended up in the back of the net. O'Brien. Played by Whiteside. O'Brien, Terry Gibson, Davenport is there, and Robson! Clinically applied to finish to the move.
McClare. Johnson commits himself to that, and it's in. Roy Aitken. 1-0. And the Motherwell defence simply stood like statues and watched that happening. And it goes as a brilliantly in. Kick. The equaliser. Exactly 20 minutes gone. Well, there's a jubilant little band all the way from the Steel Town. Nice touch there by Johnston. McClare. Nicked out by Philippin, and that is dangerous, and surely a late tackle there. McGrain. That's McClare. And as
gone in. I think McClair must get the credit for that goal. I don't think there was any real touch of the ball there. Johnston. Aiken. Archdeacon again. Good run by Archdeacon. Cross is an important one. It's there. Shepherd. 3-1.
Play by McCall. Through the middle is Watson. He's onside. A great chance for Dunfermline. Good running by Watson. They need support now. And it must be this time, yes. Steve Morrison in the end. It was a long time coming after the initial break, but Steve Morrison gives Dunfermline the lead.
Rostron looking for Bardsley, but it was an invitation to Paul Power, which he accepted. Heath, cross to Vanden Hauwe. And Everton beginning to move with purpose now. Heath is outside, Power is outside him too. And Heath comes in, and a goal for Everton by Adrian Heath. And he'll be thrilled about that because he's been going through a really thin spell. Falco's there. Watson was with him, away by Reed, back by Sims. Now Barnes. Rostron. Falco. Oh, he tried to head that down to Blissett. Bardsley's there. Watson is also. This is Gibbs. Blissett! Oh, yes! Luther Blissett, 1-1. Wow, that's a spectacular goal. And Luther, one of the most popular players ever to wear a Watford shirt. Well, what was a fairly forgettable match in the first half has become an absorbing one in the second. And with 5 minutes left, we could still see a dramatic finale. This is Bardsley for Watford. Falco, no! Barnes, no! Falco, yes! We have got the dramatic finale. Mark Falco, 2-1 to Watford. And what might that goal do to the championship race? Sims and Quinn together again, forward by Adams. Rostron with Groves, Hayes trying to sneak in, and McClelland away. Oh, Allinson! John McClelland in a terrible mix-up with Tony Coton, and Ian Allinson took advantage. Arsenal are in the lead. Good turn by David Bardsley. Blissett, good goal. Simple, but so well executed. Watford have equalised. Now Richardson. He's got support on both wings. Bardsley. He's gone around Sansom. Barnes has come in. Oh, a fine goal by John Barnes. That's a beauty. And Watford are in front. And the two wingers combine again. And what about this for wide play? Free kick given against Gary Porter for the foul on Perry Groves. Steve Williams is arguing again with the referee. But Arsenal's best course of action now will be to get on with things, really. 3 minutes. Quinn with Sims. Oh, the flag's up on the far side. The referee hasn't seen it. Blissett's away for Watford. Controversy here looming. He's onside, is Blissett. And Lukic is saved. And Blissett again. A goal. But Arsenal must go back to the referee because the linesman on the far side was flagging in the previous attack. He wasn't seen. The referee played on, and Blissett scored at the other end. But he's right to consult his linesman because there was a flag. Whether it was for a penalty, I'm not sure.
Houchen. There's very little on for him here. As always, Greg Downs is available. Regis. Bennett steps over the attentions of Madden. Regis! Now, Cyril Regis with just Hodge to beat, and he has! Cyril Regis, his 12th goal of the season, and Coventry have done what they've threatened already in this match. Flicked on, Shelton, Hunting and Megson! And Coventry's concentration has finally lapsed, and Megson has put Wednesday back into this match. Bennett waits for it to drop. And Coventry get possession. Bennett. Regis lets it run under his feet to Houchen. Houchen, has he made himself space? Oh, he came off the defender! It's an own goal! Houchen will take the credit. Hodge looks in dismay, but it's Smith. Bennett. Worthington. Oh, it's fallen in the path of Houchen. It's number 3. It's all over now. And Houchen salutes the Coventry supporters.
Confident touch from Clark. Here's Heath. Peter Reid. Referee was in his way. Now Heath. Clark waiting in the middle. Came off right. And an own goal. Came off the head of Mark Wright. And then an off Shilton, who looks discussion, and well he might. Vanden Howell to Ratcliffe. This is Watson. Right, not a very positive header away. Heath, has he got power in? He has! Shilton again asking questions of his defenders in front of him, and will feel too perhaps that he should have got down to it anyway. Would you like to see when they're in full flow? Stevens, and it's there, and it's Watson, Dave Watson, with only his second goal in an Everton shirt, and a goal that Everton fully deserved.
Gallagher, the beautiful done it to Malkovich, yes, splendid goal. 2.5 minutes from half-time. Hamill taking it. Billy Kirkwood did come out of his goal. Oh, here's a great chance. Can he put it away? He has. The equaliser. John Clark. What a mess in that United defence. Exactly 2 minutes after that United goal, we have the equaliser. Then for Sturrock. Well, they can't afford to do that. That's a very good move by Pauper. You have McDonald inside. There he is. He scored. Their leading goal scorer has put Pauper in the lead. 10 minutes of the second half gone. It's 2-1. Full credit to them. They've launched themselves into it, and now here we are. Ian Ferguson, perhaps with the most important and most expensive penalty he's ever had to take, and he's done it. The equaliser. United are still in the cup. 2-all.
Well, Wishart, the debate with goalkeeper Gardner. Certainly did the right thing in the end. There's Robertson, he's been allowed to turn. Philliman heading firmly away. There's Berry, and now Cahoon. Good cross, up goes McDonald, there's Robertson! Come through, looking for Brian Wright to make a run for Motherwell, and it's Ronnie McDonald who got the cross. The ball is still in play, a great chance for Motherwell. There's Andy Walker, and the goal stands. It was Paul Smith who turned that situation into joy for Motherwell.
Now Waddle with 7 minutes left. 0-0. Klassen.
Waddle. Chris Waddle looking to get to the byline, and he scored.
A fabulous goal by Waddle. Now they face this free kick. Hoddle behind it and Waddle too. And it'll be dipped by Hoddle. Brilliant goal! Now Spurs for sure are in the semi-finals. A magnificent strike.
Be a great psychological boost for Leeds if they could get a goal, and Pearson just beaten to it there by Hilditch. Still the ball's there, and that's a great goal by John Stiles for Leeds. Leeds are in the lead. Let's be worried. Ritchie did well. Leeds have 3 up against 3 here, but it wasn't a good ball from Andy Ritchie, although he's won it back. And here's Adams coming through. Oh, it's a great goal from Mickey Adams! And that surely has killed off Wigan and taken Leeds into the FA Cup semi-finals.
Bannister on the other side of Whelan, but not for long. 3 in the middle. Pillory, yes! And again, Liverpool defenders all looking at each other. Grobbelaar thought about coming for it. Lawrenson. Johnston. Comes to Rush! Really missed a chance. And here's Rush. Oh, wouldn't you know it? In a matter of seconds, a forward at one end fails to control the ball when the opportunity was there.
We make it exactly 5 minutes to half time. Ramon Caldini put Barcelona in the lead, as I said. Here's the goal! John Clark! What a superb goal by John Clark! 5 minutes of the game to go. Redford. Here's Sturrock. United keeping possession. And I'm keeping my eye on the watch. Here's Sturrock as the offside. Sturrock. Could he kill it? There's a chip. He might do it. Oh, magnificent. Ferguson scores.
Brought down well by Turner. Trying to lay it back, and he does. Well, there's a great chance. He must put it away, and he does. 1-0. Goal by Turner.
superb equaliser. And the referee, as I said, was in no doubt. So 21 minutes gone. A chance, but McNeil 2-1.
Fancy this may be hoisted high in the air to allow Rangers' big men to challenge the keeper. Well, it's taken short. Cooper hooks it in. There's McPherson. Dave McPherson at the second attempt as United appeal for offside. 25th minute of the match, and Rangers get the breakthrough.
Martinez to Waddle. Dummett there, and a shot. Oh, mistake by Grobbelaar! And Waddle has put Spurs into the lead. Well, he wonders what hit him. And what happened was that with the rain on the surface, it skidded past him before Grobbelaar could react properly.
That was nicely done by Gary Stevens. Clive Allen might get a second bite at it, and it's prodded in, and it's Hoddle who has it, and Tottenham chasing their championship dream. Beardsley, here's Anderson. It's all being played in front of Tottenham. Goff, Beardsley, and it's put in by Paul Goddard.
They'll look either for Barnes or Sims to flick it on from the near post. Sims this time, but it was Elliott who got above him. Porter again crossing it in, and Watford go into the lead with Mark Falco. We're 20 minutes gone. Falco, who scored a hat-trick against Villa back in October. Nigel Spink, long free kick, aimed towards Andy Gray, who was having a real tussle there with Steve Sims. And now Steve Hunt, all the way through! And Villa have equalised! With 81 minutes gone, Aston Villa give themselves a slim lifeline in this game. Rocastle's touch to Anderson. Rocastle again. Leakage. Oh, he's given it away. And Clark is there. And he scores! What a silly goal to give away. And what an opportunist first goal for Everton for Wayne Clark. Red faces in the Arsenal defence, not least from goalkeeper John Lukic.
Obviously suffered a bit of frustration in the second half and still pressing on. Durant. Butcher with it. And Butcher, he's done it now. Zell. Ali McCoist. McCoys gets the final touch.
So more pressure from England. In it goes, and that's in the net. It's Brian Robson. England hadn't really looked dangerous, but Brian Robson puts them in front. Misunderstanding with David Campbell. McClellan finds Fleming. Beardsley. Wide is Waddle. Forward is Lineker. Waddle. The shot and the goal. 2 minutes before half-time, and it's 2-0 to England.
And here's Desmet. Playing it forward to the halfway line. This is Schifo. Clash is clear, he's onside. He's got defensive. stopped, and here's Klaassen against Leighton. A great chance for Belgium. The opening goal for Klaassen. The Scottish defence caught flat-footed, claiming for offside. They're still appealing to the linesman, but Nico Klaassen didn't wait to investigate. And that's a superb opening goal in the 9th minute of the match. So Belgium still leading by 1-0. They scored on Nico Klaassen in the 9th minute, and Scotland anxious to get back into the attack. Played back by McCoist to Bet. Bet making room for the cross. There's McStay, and there's the equaliser for Scotland. Paul McStay, with his 4th goal for his country, brings Scotland right back into the match. Them all up with the attack, beaten by Goff. It's back with Skifo. Up goes Goff again. Them all returns it, and Klaassen is onside. Yes. Klaassen second. And once again, the Scots are the victim of an offside trap which didn't come off. David Neary's clearance, picked up by Klaassen. 2 players wide on the left for Belgium. There's no offside. Another chance for Desmet. Back it comes to Verkouten. And that will be the clincher, I'm sure. Frankie Verkouten brings joy to the Belgian bench. The relaxed Belgian manager now, Guy Thys. 10 years in the job, never failed to qualify for the European Championship finals. There goes Klaassen again with Alec McLeish. Klaassen gets there ahead of McLeish. Chance for the 4th. Nico Klaassen gets his hat-trick. Hugely enjoyed by Guy Thys. For Klaassen's hat-trick, acknowledged by the Brussels crowd.
That's Helm gets it first. Goalkeeper there for a punch and clear the way. There's no Finnish player anywhere near Ratcliffe here, so he's got time. Into the hole. It's back. Rush gets in there. He's in there so well. A brilliant bit of play. What a great cross too. That's a fine ball forward for Phillips to chase. Picked up by Blackmore, bit of room here. Rush is in here. Rush again. Off the line. Hodges. So a little bit of reorganising for the Finns, but it's Glenn Hodges here with a cross. And coming to Phillips. Oh, it's a great volley. Jacket. Jones. Back to James. Forward goes Phillips. Good run. The goalkeeper's way out. Can Phillips get it in? He's got a chance here. Good defending, but it's in the back of the net, and it's our man. Andy Jones.
A Trafford making pace. Brown is open. Brilliant clearance. Roaring with joy. I think you could describe that as a vicious header. Corner to Aberdeen. And that's in. Yes, Grant getting his head to that. It looked as if it might have been curling in altogether.
All the players are 10 yards away. 1-0 to Celtic. Comprehensively deposited by Brian McClair, and the jubilation now from the Celtic fans. So Chris Woods again with a dilemma. Does he go to his right or go the same way as the first time? There's McClair. Identical from McClair, and Woods couldn't reach it. It's 2-0 to Celtic. There's Fleck with Ferguson. Soon as it's free in the middle, got a lot of space. He also has Cooper free on the left. Now a chance for Rangers. Cooper taking on McGrain. That's McCoist! A brilliant goal from Rangers. 8 minutes into the second half and Rangers are right back in the match.
McCoist doing his defensive chore effectively, and McGugan was penalised.
The chance now for Celtic. It's Archdeacon, and that's the third goal. A disaster in the Rangers defence, and Owen Archdeacon clinches the match for Celtic. Quite incredible.
Rush, Mulby. That's a great ball. This is Steve McMahon. O'Leary coming across. He's led Rush. It's such a familiar sight. Look at them poised. You think it was just out of 100 metres. Davis hit the wall. Sanson. Anderson. Adams. Nicholas off the post. Anderson. Yes, it's got in. It's Charlie. Charlie Nicholas has done it. What a succession of near things before Charlie Nicholas becomes the hero of the North back. Sanson. Groves. He's away from Gillespie. Nicholas and Rocastle in the area. Nicholas! Yes! Got a deflection, I think. Seven minutes to go. And Arsenal have the lead.
Both teams on here at Villa Park on their last FA Cup semi-final appearances as Clive Allen turns well. Driving in a shot, oh, Plumlee lost it, Hodge got it, he scored! 11 minutes gone, Plumlee couldn't hold it. The shot from Clive Allen and Hodge back on his old ground, former Aston Villa man, has given Tottenham the lead. Gary Plumlee beaten after only 11 minutes. But he wasn't lacking in confidence when I spoke to him yesterday, and I'm sure he won't be now. He's a very confident fellow. Clive Allen. Oh, the goal! Off McClellan. Clive Allen shot deflected by McClellan. And poor Gary Plumlee has been beaten twice in 2 minutes. Which Hoddle will take. Paul Allen. Still Allen going all the way. Around the corner. 10 minutes of half-time. Paul Allen has surely now put this semi-final beyond Watford's reach. Hoddle. Claessen's first touch. Tremendously quick, Nico Claessen. Hoddle with the cross. It's Hodge. Controlled it well. Now Waddle. Ardiles. Hodge with a shot. Score. 2 for Hodge. Lovely beat. 73 minutes gone. And Tottenham now in complete command. And well they might celebrate. Steve Hodge. And didn't he finish it well? Porter with the free kick for Watford. They've sent Terry up. Falco in there. Malcolm Allen. And the header is in from Allen. Well, it's no more than a consolation, surely. But it's being warmly applauded around the ground by the Watford fans.
Trevor Stevens done well coming inside. Gale's header away, he's not a firm one though.
playing on their nerves back there, the West Ham defence. Great skill from Sheedy, and again. Now it's Harper. Reed's calling for it and gets it as well, as Robson really went in with a hard challenge there. Chance surely for Clark to score the first goal, and it's in off the post. Well, they're ecstatic, and Everton have deserved it. They've really carried the game to West Ham. It's only the second goal Wayne Clark has got since his transfer from Birmingham City. What we don't know, of course, is just how big a part the wind is playing in penning West Ham back. And here's Peter Reid, who's trying to push them back further. And Peter Reid scores an exquisite goal. What a beauty! So yet another corner, nicely done this time by Harper. Trevor Steven. Brady treads on the ball. It's just not going right for West Ham at the moment. Steven again, it came back to him twice there. Still he's going. Now Gary Stevens! What a screamer! They're in ecstasy. So he'll have to go into the centre of defence as sadly Gale was carried off. Pike's all right again, and the header across goal, and it's 4-0. Dave Watson is turning into a rout now. Poor McAllister, you've got to feel for him. He's had no chance really with any of the goals. Dave Watson's third of the season.
No free kick. Loose ball though. Here's Holt. John Holt, a good run by Holt. He always does that very well. Here's Ferguson. There's a shot. Oh, brilliant goal. Oh yes, Ferguson at his very best. No, referee winning play on, a good decision. Rafferty can run the outside. It must be. It's equaliser. Coyne. The ex-Dundee United player. What a paradox. The two players who played for both clubs getting the goals. Now Bowman. The 1-2 doesn't come off. There's Bannon and now Brown. Who are a bit too late in putting it forward. Rafferty. Coyne in a good position if he can cross it. He does. It must be. It's in. Right, I think, getting the final touch. A quite astonishing 2 minutes of football. As I said, a battle for midfield again, and that's why it's a kind of austere part of the game at the moment. Malpass teeing it up. Bowman tries to go on, a great chance for Bowman, and Ferguson, his second and the equaliser. And that could not have come at a better time for United, with 9 minutes of the second half gone, and that's the scoreline. The entire Dundee team are in there, and they can't stop Hegarty. (3-2) for Dundee United. And the United captain rising above them all.
When he turns back to his natural left foot, there's Ian Ferguson. He's away from Henry Smith. Great chance for St Mirren. Brilliant play from Ferguson. St Mirren are in the lead. 30 minutes on the clock, and the St Mirren fans go wild. And that was marvellous opportunism from Ian Ferguson, saluting the Paisley fans behind the goal. And what a start that is from the men from Love Street. See how that affects the front lineup. I fancy Ian Ferguson will drop back into midfield. Here's Cowie. It breaks a great chance now for Mackay. Still Gary Mackay. Yes! The equaliser from Gary Mackay. 16 minutes of the match left for play, and Hearts are back on level terms. This is Cameron looking at a cross. There's McGarvey. St Mirren are ahead once again, and it's Frank McGarvey celebrating in customary fashion. 7 minutes left for play.
Plenty of speculation around Sheridan as to whether he might be moving on. But Leeds and Billy Bremner are very anxious to keep him at Ellen Road. Rennie! Goal! David Rennie! The second division side break through. If you spend any time with commentary and their supporters, I'm getting the feeling they thought that this would be their year. But if it's going to be it, and they're going to go on to Wembley, something dramatic has got to happen, and maybe David Bennett has done it here. McGrath's missed it, Mickey Ginn hasn't. 1-1.
Martin, what must Brendan Ormsby been thinking about there? He could have played the ball anywhere.
Bennett got the better of Adams again, and they're wearing Leeds down on this side of the field. And Bennett, beautifully done. Houchin! And it was Adams who rescued it, because Houchin had a shot that seemed to be going towards an unguarded part of the net until Leeds' bodies were thrown into the line of it. Ginn is there, Houchin this time, and he's round day, and he's scored, and Coventry City are into the lead, and Keith Houchin, who is the FA Cup specialist, Ashurst. Rennie. Now Ritchie. And he's beaten two, Andy Ritchie. Edwards! Almost his first touch. A match that was always memorable has now become wonderful. Coventry have deployed their resources on the edge of the area. They've got Kilcline, Regis and Houchin. Phillips just outside the area, and it's Mickey Ginn to take the free kick. Regis, Houchin and Bennett! Coventry regain the lead. A simple tap-in for David Bennett.
And he does so with a very tidy penalty. The former Spurs player scores a goal which could mean an awful lot to Manchester City. And Hoddle finds Mitchell Thomas, and that's dangerous, and it's gone in. Nico Klassen. Well, Klassen has run into a bit of form in this second half.
Ardiles. Here's Hodge, looking to turn, and Adams there! Critical finishing again from Clive Allen. Goal number 46.
Franz Carr has that electrifying change of gear to get behind the left-sided defence. Rush, here's Dalglish, and he's hit it too hard for Sutton. That was a brilliant strike, because to my mind Kenny Dalglish just fainted to curl it. Dalglish. Well, it was aimed for Ablett, I think. A Whelan, that is a wonderful goal. Something of a hit and hope, obviously, but he caught it right on the meat. Whelan. Rush. Always a player in support with Liverpool in this mood. Rush. And it's Ablett who's got the chance and the goal! Gary Ablett! A fairy tale for him.
Brilliantly done by McClure. He's done it. 1-0. Scotland's top goal scorer put Celtic in the lead, showing how brilliant he is as a goal snatcher. So Bowman will take this. Should be a little of injury time to add on. There's Hegarty, there's Clark, he scored the equaliser. One each. And that is a dreadful goal for Celtic to have lost.
Here's McCoist, turning away from Auld. Robert Fleck. And Rangers get the perfect start. Ali McCoist taking all the credit. And there certainly was brilliant play from McCoist to set up the goal, just 4 minutes gone. So Rangers now pressing for the second goal, which will ease things for them considerably. There's West. There it is. Brilliantly struck by West. And Rangers are 2 ahead, 22 minutes into the second half. And this was a magnificent finish from the English striker. So it's McCoist against Gallagher. Superbly struck by McCoist, and that is goal number 34 of the season for the Rangers centre forward. The corner kick, which will be taken by Paul Sturrock, and Neary has joined Paul Hegarty in the box. Camps beats it out. There's Bannon. The chance is on, and there's Ferguson, and Dundee United have scored. The goal stands. Jubilation for Ian Ferguson. The Barclaysburg Stadium is silenced apart from the clutch of Dundee United supporters. And the performances justify that tonight. Outstanding in defence, superbly organised in midfield, and very dangerous on the break. Here's Kevin Gallagher, he's away from Herlofsson. Can he do it all by himself? He has Redford waiting in the middle. There's Gallagher, now Redford, a great chance for United second. There's Redford, yes! The night of glory is completed by Ian Redford.
Well, it's reached Ablett. Trevor Stephen missed the header. Spackman. Rush. Spackman was looking for the return, but there was no way Rush could find him. The way out was provided by Ablett. Rush again. It's McMahon who can shoot. Oh! Steve McMahon! A glorious goal on any day of the season. Cooper was guilty of a misjudgment, and Sheedy saw the gap and belted the ball past Mike Cooper for an Everton goal. What will happen this time? Sheedy takes and scores! Cooper couldn't come up with the answer again. Kevin Sheedy. Hooper is left to reflect. Gillespie staying up by the near post. Johnston got to it. Rush! In injury time! At the end of the first half. He's one nearer the record. That's a personal milestone. What's much more important for Liverpool. Spackman. Liverpool can build again. Ablett went outside Whelan and timed it beautifully. It's Rush. And Ian Rush has the record to share with Dixie Dean. Should there have been any doubt? 5 minutes left of his days in Merseyside derbies. It's 3-1.
John through it now. Good interception by Goff. Relaxed they may be, Tottenham, but there's a purpose about them as well. And there's Hoddle's ball towards Clive Allen. Well, that was hit straight at Hodge. And a good cross by him, and Waddle coming in at the far side. 1-0. And Chris Waddle puts Spurs ahead with a little over 10 minutes gone. Finding Dean Saunders. Stopped by Mallett. Ideal is to Hoddle. A little flick by him. Paul Allen on his way to his cousin Clive now. Turning on one way, turning the other. Gets it across for Paul Allen. That's two. Floated in there by... Oh, Clements missed it, and Saunders has turned it over. Well, Dean Saunders, after a totally uncharacteristic mistake by Ray Clements. Now Houghton. And Oxford save themselves right at the last, bringing Dave Langan into the game. There's his cross coming in, but Goff again there. Maybe Spurs now. It's 4 against 3 now for Tottenham. And Holland's going through on his own. Oh, it's in. A superb goal by Hollow. He salutes the crowd. He gets applause from his manager on the bench and from the Tottenham fans as well. A moment of true mastery.
McClair was looking for the 1-2 and he's done it. McClair has broken the Celtic club record. His 33rd goal of the season. And it may turn out to be an extremely valuable one. McClair again, and it's a beautiful goal. All superb. Quickly taken. Murdo McLeod, and that must be yes. 3-0. Wallace Johnston. And everybody watched him as he rose at it. I think for a moment people beside him thought the ball had been hit too strong across goal. Mugabe going round the back, and he does. What is a great goal! Oh, a typical Frank Mugabe goal. Right out of the blue.
There's a chance for Roberts. And McCoy stuns it in. Rangers are in the lead. 10 minutes into the match. And the celebrations begin around the stadium. The goal which these Rangers fans are looking for. Ali McCoy overjoyed. There's 35th of the season, and significantly his 31st league goal, breaking a record which has stood for more than 20 years from Jim Ford.
It'll be Ian Durrant himself will take the corner kick. Butcher waits. Up goes Butcher, off the post. It's McCoist. McCoist does it again. 3 minutes into the second half. And bedlam breaks out again around the stadium. McCoist's second of the afternoon. Well, McCoist appears to be enjoying the moment. McCoist against Smith. Off the stanchion, back out of goal, a hat-trick for Ali McCoist. 16 minutes into the second half.
Worthington. Donaghy outside. 3 in the middle. Well left. Wilson. Campbell. Yes, no, it hit the post. Clark, yes, this time. And thoroughly deserved. What a good piece of play. Stojkovic, it may well be the dummy. No, it's not. He takes it and he hits the post and in it goes. And Stojkovic has made up for his miss in the first half. And Yugoslavia immediately back on terms with a finely taken free kick. Jankovic right in front of Dunlop. Oh, and it's beautifully turned in by Vujovic, the captain. It was a lovely header.
Falls over in disgust at that. And this is a chance for Knoflicek. He's got the room, he's got 2 men in support, it's 3 against 2. He's got Janeška, he's got a clear chance at goal, and no mistake. What clinical finishing, what clinical finishing. So with 29 minutes of the second half gone, the deadlock at last broken, and there are incredible scenes around the Czechoslovakian dugout. Coming off. So Kadlec, not in the original party, gets a chance. And a taste of the action as James plays it through towards Rush. The chip by Rush is going in. They can't stop it. And Ian Rush scores his 14th goal for Wales. And Rush says, come on, we've got to get back into it and get a second goal.
He's scored 6 times this season, 4 times from the penalty spot. And Newcastle go into the lead. Their travelling fans are delighted, and with a little over 6 minutes gone, an early strike for Newcastle.
Frustrating afternoon this for West Ham. Having missed a penalty, having missed a golden chance in the very first minute of the game, which might have swung everything the way of this patched-up side. And now seeking desperately to get back on level terms.
And they've done so! Mark Ward! His first goal since October.
Again, it's all Portsmouth, but so far nothing at the end of it. That's what the game's all about. Now maybe Quinn, Mariner, yes, Mariner in with a chance of giving Portsmouth the lead! Paul Mariner's done it! They're going wild, and that was an England striker at his best. He's got them all up the benches, he's got them clapping and cheering. Could you imagine the roar that will go up if they manage to strike this one into the back of the Millwall net? I hope they kick the balloon away. That might get in the way. Now what can happen here? O'Callaghan scores the goal that could well have taken Portsmouth into the First Division after 28 years. He knows it's all over now so far as this match is concerned.
Well, we all expected something rather special today, but not quite what is worked out. There's Cooper. There's Butcher, and he scored! Butcher has scored for Rangers. The Rangers captain thunders in the first goal of the match. So, free kick to Aberdeen. Oh, it's beyond everybody, and it's in. Edwin has got the equaliser. One each. The big central defender playing in midfield today comes in.
Falkirk too have a very important task because they are clearly worried about relegation. They have a 1-point advantage over Clydebank with a better goal difference, and they will be looking for something from today's match if at all possible. And there's a good break for Falkirk. It's McGivern and the opening goal for Falkirk. The first minute of the match, and Falkirk have snatched the lead. Sam McGivern gets the goal. So Brian McClair looking for goal number 41 for the season. No mistake. 1 hour of the match gone, and some trouble inside the goal net as Celtic tried to retrieve the ball quickly. Jim Dempsey was making things awkward for them. Earned a rest before the finish. Here's Gilmour. Determined, you lose your little player. And it's in, it's a goal from Gilmour. Jimmy Gilmour has scored for Falkirk. 4 minutes from time. And that is really unbelievable.
Anderson with it. That's the opening goal. Number 10, Stefan Peterson.
Strachan. Robson's moving into the centre forward position here. This is Gibson. And still. And there, oh, Whiteside came in and it's dropped in. Pete got half a touch on it. Burrows through the crowd, deflection. Ginn! Oh, what a good goal! Michael Ginn. His 5th in 10 games.
韋斯咸重返英國球壇嘅林柏拉迪，射入今季嘅第2個入球。
Superb goal there by Liam Brady, saluted by the fans. McDowell. Cooper, neat little touch round his side. Well, there's a run forward by Flack. He's making the shot, he scored! 1-0. It's gone, and the Premier Division champions are in the lead.
So the referee having a word with Dave Wiley in goal. It's the former Clydebank player, Vinnie Moore, who'll take the penalty kick. The referee checking all players are outside the box, and here comes Moore against Wiley. So 1-0 to Airdrie, 12 minutes of the second half gone.
With the kick. Goff is in there. Houchin was marking him. Clive Allen's play on, said the referee. Allen seemed to use his back. It's come out again to Chris Waddle. It's his... Allen! Clive Allen! Would you believe it? In the second minute, goal number 49 for the Footballer of the Year. Houchin climbing. Kilcline is there. Goff's clearance only as far as Ginn. Regis, Houchin waiting in the centre. Phillips. Kilcline. Regis. Downs. Houchin.
Bennett! David Bennett! 1-1. Look at John Sillett. They're level after 9 minutes. Five minutes left in the first half as the Coventry anthem echoes around Wembley again. Although it's Spurs who have the initiative for the moment with this free kick. It'll be Hoddle to take it. And Goff's there, and Mount was there, and it's got in! Spurs are back in front. And Gary Maddock followed in from Richard Goff. Regis, Houchin, Bennett. Houchin! Brilliant goal! Keith Houchin, the man with the Midas touch in the FA Cup, strikes goal for Coventry. Just over 5 minutes gone in the first period. This is Graham Rodger, did that beautifully. McGrath. Pickering's in the centre, Regis joining him. Oh, Mabbott! It's an own goal! Gary Mabbott put it in. Lloyd McGrath gets the congratulations.
On it goes to Ferguson. Great run by Ferguson here. Can he put it away out? Ferguson, one chance in the game, and St Mirren are in the lead.
Nice little touch there by Baldo. Butcher, straight forward with the header. Pearce, straight forward with the pass to Reid. Simple ball this time to Robson. Now finding Beardsley, and on this evening's form, nobody better to find. Look at that for acceleration, Costin! What a
superb England goal!
Tremendous goal. I mean, what can you say? The little fella's, he's accelerating, unbelievable, his bravery. And I mean, Lineker must go down on his knees to see a guy like that. He's got to be worth 5 or 6 goals a year.
Oh, the goal now for Medinho. After work by Miller. And almost at once, Brazil are back in level. Shilton couldn't hold it.
And this time David Neary goes forward, leaves John Clark behind. United making progress on the ground this time. And no free kick, that looked like obstruction. Here's a break on for Nielsen. Ball start up was aggrieved. Here's Nielsen taking on Clark. And that's the goal which United were dreading. Lennart Nielsen, 22 minutes into the first half. And Lennart Nielsen punishes United on the break. Good recovery though by Ferguson. Good play on the touchline. Here's John Clark. Good play from Clark. And there's the equaliser. And that is a magnificent goal from John Clark. 14 minutes into the second half, showing a delightful touch at the edge of the box. And then a deadly strike.
Kearney. Castle's trying to run McPhail. He's got the cross in. This will have to be quick. It's a goal! Kent for Mansfield. Castle's good run. Brian Williams was not quick enough to spot the danger. Kent saw the opening and had the ball in the net in a flash. Looking for Jordan, finds Jordan. Can Joe hold him off? He can. Here's Williams again. Finds Marshall. Will Marshall be hemmed in? Good cross, super cross. Chance for Owen. Blocked by Foster, chance for Curl. Chance for Riley. Yes! Goal! Goal for Glyn Riley! 4 minutes from time. It's Bristol City 1. Mansfield Town 1, and Riley, the man for all occasions at Wembley,
He's done it again.
Great pace again there by Nelsinho. Goal! That was almost in. It was Rye. The tall figure of Rye opens the scoring for Brazil. He was so close to go. All coming from that astonishing shot by Nelsinho. This could be very dangerous. Look at this. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Wide gap, Baldo going in. There's Baldo. He can pick his spot and does. 2-0. Lovely goal, and that brings all the subs to the bench. I think they must have appreciated that. A typical Brazilian counter-attack.
Bobby McDonald trying to find a place in the wall. What about him, says Garth Crooks, he's not one of us. Sheridan's got 15 goals this season, a lot of them from free kicks. Can he make it 16? John Sheridan's done it! The Leeds fans are going wild. Boulder disconsolate on his knees. Aspin's face says it all. They sense that the First Division could be beckoning for Leeds. Humphrey. Well, that wasn't the best free kick for Charlton in the circumstances, though he has found Miller. It's a better looking cross. It's away by Adams, only as far as Grit, and it's still in that penalty area. Stewart. Oh, it's a goal for Charlton Athletic! And it's Peter Shirtliff. It's all square again. The former Sheffield Wednesday man, Shirtliff, has given Charlton a lifeline and sent those supporters into ecstasy. Apart from one flashpoint, I would say the players have done very well tonight to restrain themselves. But now Mervyn Day there, getting that wall just where he wants it. It's got to be inch perfect, as we saw when Sheridan beat Boulder. Walsh runs over it. It's now left for Peake. Oh, it's a good one! Oh, it's the goal which might well have preserved First Division football for Charlton Athletic, and it's Peter Shirtliff again. The Charlton supporters delirious, and it's a Sheffield man who's probably kept Leeds in Division 2 for next season.
De Napoli, now Donadoni, looking perhaps to take on Gare here. Giannini. De Napoli, and it's in. Italy really on the balance of play, have a deserved lead, and Fernando De Napoli, his first goal in a full international for his country. Giannini. And Vialli is capable of going his own way here. And it's gone in off Gare, who was trying to clear it, but Vialli showing the potential.
There's no need for the Italians to overreact. They're in a comfortable position, and Bagni would be well advised to not to lead any assaults on the Argentinian forwards whenever there is a free kick given.
And it's crept in. They run to Diaz, and he's saluting. A strange goal, but an important one. Caniggia. Pasculi made it break for him. Dotizia with the back heel, and Maradona with the look to the heavens that it didn't quite come off. And now the break is on. It's Vialli, the goalkeeper out at his feet, but he can't stop him. Vialli, 3-1. There was a sting in the tail, but it didn't come from Argentina.